Okie dokie dokie. I think we're here. Ooh. Let's get this shared out. Hope everybody's doing good today. Hope everybody's doing fine. I myself am pretty groggy. But that's because I just got out of bed. Like, I think I've been awake for a lot longer than this, but I did everything I had to do up until now in bed, and only got out when I had to. I don't know about you guys, but that's how I tend to do things these days. Not always. Sometimes I'm just gung-ho. Like, I wake up, I'm just bounced right out of bed. It's been a groggy week. Let's get this here. Hey, Kefnet. Ended up, obviously, playing the new ZZZ patch on my personal account yesterday. Apparently, it was a better, or I would say better, but it's been the same quality story. Saying it was less tragic, even though there was still a level of tragedy in there than most of their recent stories have been. Gave me a lot of familiarity to several different things that I've seen before. I mean, I don't know if they're quite the inspirations for them, but they might be. But the girls themselves kind of reminded me of the personalities from, not the normal Powerpuff Girls, no, but from the Japanese take on it, Powerpuff Girls Z. They almost match them one-to-one. But then also, on top of that, the story had a lot of similarities to the long-running series, The Mighty Atom, also known as Astro Boy, outside of Japan, and the Nickelodeon series, My Life as a Teenage Robot. Overall, really good patch, though. Enjoyed it. I haven't done the event yet, but I did do the entire story this morning. Speaking of things that dropped this morning that I haven't done yet, on this account, we haven't done any of the side missions. I know we have, I'm talking about here in Arknights, the game we're playing today, we have Leviton's unlocked currently. We could do it. We were that far enough into the story that we could just do her mission at any time. But also Gilberta's unlocked today, and I think we have to be even further to do hers. I haven't done it on either account. Oh yeah, the 4.0 live stream. I watched that this morning too, in Discord, on our stage channel. I'm gonna try to watch all of that stuff in our stage channel, for anybody else who ever wants to join. It was pretty good. It looked interesting. I went in with the prediction that it was going to be the least serious HSR version. Like, I think 4.x in general is going to not be very serious. There might be some red herrings in it that make it seem like it might be serious at times. I don't think, as far as the way it's going to compound on the lore in the world, it won't be serious. I just think the stakes are going to be less serious. Hey, Fizz Jozo. than even Penacony. But I also went in with the prediction that it was going to be the most honkai of all the patches so far. And after watching that special presentation, both of my expectations were met by that program. Now we need to go see Yvonne. Both of my expectations were met by that program. It looks really cool. Lots of free stuff. Some of it I already knew because my feed is just filled with leaks. People used to be kind of kind about it. They used to actually put the word leak or leaks in the tweet. So I used to have the word leaks blocked or like muted on Twitter, so I wouldn't see leaks.
These resources are really important.
Now that doesn't matter, so I just completely removed that from my filters. I'm gonna see them all anyway. It doesn't really matter. Because Joseph saw a clip where a chick in Brown Dust 2 literally pulls a sword from her anus. I have not seen that. I mean, I'm not surprised that that's in there. I just haven't seen it. I don't see most of that stuff. I have the animations turned off. Kefta says, can't wait for my free sparkle. Yeah, that's probably going to be the one I pick, at least on my personal account, because I never got sparkle there. Yeah, that's where we need to go.
Darling.
I need to upgrade. I forgot that's what I said. We're gonna go up a exploration level. I'm picking Sparkle on my personal. I have not yet decided what we're getting on. How is that even allowed on the App Store? Easily. There's things way more than that allowed on the App Store. It just has to be rated. And the App Store's rating system is actually very, very loose. On this account, yes, the Rapper rerun. Oh man, I really want to get her on our stream account because I don't have her on that one. Maybe E1 on my personal account. Like I think Aventurine, it might be the one that we end up getting for the stream account because we don't have Aventurine at all. We don't exactly need him anymore. Especially now that we have like Dunhung and Hyacinth, like any team we would have used Aventurine for, either of those fit in just fine. But I still kind of want him. Because we have Sparkle on that account. That's no problem. We also get a free run mace kit, so I knew about the character selector ahead of time. I did not know that we were getting a free Ron mace kit. At all. So that's pretty cool. Yes, the rating has gone up over time. For Brown Dust. That I've noticed. It probably should have been 17 plus always, because listen, I don't think there's anything in there that necessarily a teenager can't see, as long as their parents know and they're like, yeah, my teenager is like old enough to see that. But at the same time, I don't think there's anything in there that a teenager should see without their parent being aware of it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think a random teenager should, because there might be some that just aren't ready for that stuff. And parents should be aware. They should totally. But I still have that old school view that I don't think people should really be getting anything on app stores or whatever without their parents knowing. That ratings are for parents and adults, not for kids. They're for adults to make decisions for kids. It's like, I think there are tons of M-rated games I think teenagers can play totally, as long as their parents are aware of what's in it. That really depends on the individual teenager and the relationship that they have with their parent. That's how me and my parents always treated it growing up. That's how I think it should still be. But apparently now they want the rating systems to be a babysitter. Because kids will just go onto the App Store and download things willy-nilly. I personally, if your child has a phone, lock the App Store behind parental locks or something. Don't even let them download things themselves. First off, why does your kid even have a phone? Get it away from them. Anyhow, yeah, HSR 4.0 looks really good. I'm trying to think of some of the other cool things from it that I recall. Yeah, free Ron May skin. Getting 30 pulls because they're putting like the Chinese New Year stuff into the patch too. So there's the normal 10 pulls we always get. There's an additional 10 pull on top of that in gold tickets. Then there's another 1600 jade that you can use for 10 pulls if you want. If you're some weirdo who wants to burn it on stamina, I guess you could do that too. That's entirely an option. Trailblazers are getting a new outfit. That seems pretty cool. The outfit is really just a color swap. But it's a cool color swap. It's very, very red. I like it. Kind of, it almost matches like Pom-Pom's colors, but it's a little more sparkly.
Perlica? Endmin?
The planet looks really cool. Yo, Guang, I think they said, even though Sparksy is coming in the second half, she's going to be banner too, that Yo Guang's banner is lasting the whole time, so it's going to overlap into Sparksy's.
Yeah.
I think that's what they said.
Can be a real bummer, but we got a bigger problem. I detected an ether energy signal in the vicinities of Valley 4. It's weak. There's no mistake about
what
its
else did we
existence.
get? A lot of really cool things. The place itself looks really cool. They, in my opinion, did not do a very good job of making it not seem like it was just like downtown Tokyo.
That's cleaner and more precise.
It still looks like downtown
Tata's
Tokyo.
onboard detection module happens to be the best tool for the job.
In fact, one of the intersections looks exactly like one that I've seen in like J-dramas over and over again. I can't remember exactly what street corner it is, because they do say it like every time. The metro is right next to it. You can mark it by its station. But it's like, I've seen that exact one so many times. All you did was recolor the buildings to try to make it look like it could be any town, but this is still in one of the sections of Tokyo. They tried their best in the short time that they had.
Oh, come on.
But it, yeah, the place looks good. Planar Arcadia looks cool. I'm glad we're finally going to get to see the tavern. I've been wanting to see the Tavern of Elation since like 1.0, after finishing Bellabog and Sampo doing his little outro to the people at the tavern. So that's exciting. I've been waiting on that. Where does they want us to go? Up there? Oh, I can just teleport. What else? There's a lot of cool stuff.
Ivan, we've connected to the signal tower.
It was almost an hour. That was the problem. Like, it took so long. Can't wait for Sampo to be back in the story. Me too. The second, like, during the opening trailer to the presentation, and I saw him there, I'm like, yes, Sampo, let's go.
If we failed to stop the
He's one of the best characters in the game.
It would have blocked our access and support to the other areas.
Tata almost shut down here. Thank goodness you helped out on time. We wouldn't have made it to the power plateau otherwise. And it's all because Andre messed up with the...
Sparkle/Sparksy is feeling very, very Danganronpa as well. The way things are going. Especially the black and white, like you have the Monokuma.
Fine, you're right. The next step is to connect to the signal tower at the Arknights Spring. Really appreciate your field.
Is actually just an avatar for one of the characters in the game, so that she doesn't get caught in her game early on.
Yvonne, we need to talk to you about.
I actually have a friend. It's like really obsessed with Junko.
What's got you so serious? Just focus on the task and complete the positioning process.
But it felt very, very Danganronpa. Maybe a little bit of Persona mixed in there too. How far away is this? Not in this place. Okay. Spoil the boss again. I hate it when they do that. I actually really hate it when they spoil the bosses. For the most part, they didn't spoil a lot of the story in this presentation. They did a little better than most of the Amphorius presentations, but they still went and spoiled the frickin' boss. Because, I don't know, they feel like maybe they're under contractual obligation that they have to.
Smells like trouble.
Are we up or down? I think either way goes there. But I hate that they spoiled it. It takes, like, all the fun out of it. Oh well. I'm trying to think what else. What else? It was a pretty long stream.
Ah, you're back. Wonderful. I never had the chance to properly express my gratitude. Thank you for saving my friends.
It's only been a short while. You sure you don't need more R&R?
I'm okay for now. The shockwaves in Angeloy made a royal mess of the Origin load spring.
I was kind of wondering what they were going to do for the color of elation damage, because they are starting to run out of colors for unique damage types for numbers on the screen, and they just decided all of them. It's just going to be all the colors. It's just going to sparkle a rainbow on the graphics.
Everyone's real curious about how you pulled that off. Having tech like yours would make our survey and SAR work a lot easier.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Physicists have been watching videos of near-death experiences to see if science can deny the afterlife yet, and they haven't been able to. No. Well, it's an unfalsifiable thing. They won't be able to confirm or deny it.
Anytime soon. I just hope the UWST,
you know, aside from being able to magically open a portal to the afterlife and being able to step in and out. That's, from a scientific view, that would be the only way you could falsify it. Somebody's personal report in either direction wouldn't matter, because a person could just be hallucinating. That's just kind of how that works.
Data retrieval success. Oh, by Talos. You guys really went through the ringer, didn't you?
The Origin load spring had to deal with massive blight formations. Tata played an instrumental role in helping us reach the power plateau.
What else?
I gotta start analyzing all this data.
I haven't been over there yet.
Come find me at the lab.
I know I'm missing a lot of stuff, because just so much happened. So much happened. And there was a few other things I was really excited for, but I can't remember now. I don't know if, so Sparkle's going to be on the rerun with Rappa and, oh, who else was it? There's a triple rerun that time. because it's the Sparksy banner. What they call this. I don't know how well Sparkle's going to do, though, given the fact that you can pick her up for free, and I think the vast majority of people are just going to pick her up for free. Maybe her light cone might, but I don't know why you would pick up Sparkle's light cone ever, other than the fact Saridra. Yeah, that was the one they had already announced. Right. And then Sparkle and Grappa being put on there as the surprise.
Good work out there, people. I'm almost done here.
Yeah, I don't know why you would ever pick up Sparkle's light cone when you could just run Dance 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 on her. I guess if you're brand new to the game and don't have any copies of Dance 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 yet. But Sparkle's one of those few characters, especially as an action advance, since she doesn't do it 100%. Dance 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 is actually like really, really good on her in almost every situation. Unlike, you know, Sunday and Bronya, in a majority of situations, you might actually screw up your action order by using Dance Dance Dance, depending on how you speed tune. Sparkle just doesn't really have that problem.
That I've never tested before. I'll load this out to your protosync.
Didn't see.
Time is short, so I
what
skipped
was
a few
it?
verification steps. You can treat this as a temporary test component.
Oh wait, no, they did talk about it. The Nova Flares. That's right. Because Black Swan's getting her buff and stuff too. They did officially announce those. I almost blanked out on them. Because Black Swan's going to be on the other side.
Well, amplification by the protosync would achieve
because of her Nova Flare too, like Sparkle's going to be the most valuable person that you can pick up this patch.
Overly bloated redundancy. The blight patches about 50 to several hundred square meters. This should totally work.
She just adds vulnerability for free, just from people using skill points. So everybody should probably be picking her up if they don't already have her. That's another reason why I'm tempted. Like, you know,
okay.
I could pick up Aventurine for the stream account, or I could get E1 Sparkle for free.
Can now perform some basic functions.
And E1 Sparkle would be kind of nasty.
Spoken more than enough. The best validation is through proper hands-on experience.
Hey, Mike.
Let's head downstairs. There's a low-power simulation device underneath the research center. We'll need it to perform our test run. Follow me.
He's obviously not going to be in this patch coming up.
This device is special.
But they did kind of show off Elation Trailblazer in the trailer, if you look carefully, because Trailblazer was using like a new weapon for just a very brief moment.
But Blight Blobs is unpredictable, so I kept the simulator here for safety considerations. Never thought I would be activating it today.
I'm hoping that means that we're not going to have to wait too long to get it. Right? Maybe 0.1 or 0.2. We didn't actually have to wait that long for Remembrance Trailblazer either, so that one was pretty good. Maybe we'll probably get it about the same time we got Remembrance.
I'm here, so there's no need
Link
to
said 4.2. That would be fine.
Success. The scan has revealed the Blight core.
Ooh, awesome.
See, Fizz asks, the thing about a game like Brown does too, if you're trying to play the game, why have almost every animation border on nudity? Because it makes money. Duh. That's not even a good question. Like, do you not understand the vast majority of human nature?
Test component feature B&B complete. Leave the packaging to me. I'll also refer to your usage logs and regularly iterate on stable releases.
You have to understand too, especially with these games, there's two types of people who play these games. Not all of it is inherently sexual with them, but the ones where it is inherently sexual fall into this type. There's people who actually care about the gameplay.
I also verified the properties of this blight incident.
Which I tend to fall more into that category. If I don't like the way a game plays, I'm not going to play the game.
Nothing, at least for now. Nevertheless,
the other type are people who just want to collect their waifus and husbandos. For some of them, it's a completely sexual thing. For someone, it's not. But they will come and they will spend a bunch of money on a game, even if they don't like the gameplay, just because they like the character designs.
Now, we managed to seal
These are also the type of people that usually complain that you need skip buttons, that you need like auto-solve features and stuff like that. Those, I don't usually like that crowd of people because they make the games worse for me over time. A game will start off pretty good, and then they'll QOL themselves into not being a game anymore, which everybody uses the word quality of life inappropriately these days, because half the things they ask for isn't quality of life, it's just defeating the purpose of the game mechanics.
Actually, during our last battle,
kind of pisses me off.
Sacrificed itself.
Yeah, people want to sweep in every game. It's like, I'm fine with whales sweeping, right? Like, if you paid to max out a character, sure. Let them do it. Do not balance the game around that, though, either. Balance the game around, like, low spending, because you do kind of want people to spend money. Like, you made a product, right?
But we... Come on, guys.
Like, balance it in a way that a free-to-play could beat it, but they have to struggle to beat it. Low spending is like the normal difficulty. That's probably how you should do the game.
As a scientist, I'm genuinely happy about this, and I'm glad that it's completed its duty.
But like, you shouldn't make the game so non-interactive that people who are here just for whatever the one reason they're here don't have to play the game. That's one of the things I really like about this game, right? Because the combat is pretty solid in Arknights Endfield. I've enjoyed it. There's some things they could fix about it. One of them they even brought up, they said that they're going to fix the enemy hit indicators because sometimes they're just not easy to make out, especially when you're using, say, like a heat character. Especially Levitin, right? Because a lot of her flames are the same as the orange and red indicators. And it's hard to tell when you're actually supposed to do things, and you just get hit sometimes. They've acknowledged that on their own hand, so they're fixing that. I don't know what they're doing to improve it, but they're improving it. But the thing that's like really, really filtering people, even with the blueprint system, though I thought the blueprint would be the thing that fixes this, is the factory. Having to engage with the factory is filtering a lot of people, and I hope it continues to filter a lot of people. That would be kind of cool. Like, I want this game to be successful, but I only want it to be successful because people who actually like it want to play it. You know what I mean? I'm also fine if there are people who like a game and they like the characters and they want to support it, but they don't particularly want to play it. I think this is the only reason why I've been somewhat sold on the skip button, even though I personally don't like the skip buttons in the game. To me, if you add a skip button to your game story, it feels like you don't have confidence in your own story. That's just what it feels like to me. But I realize we are also in the age of streaming, right? And there's a lot of people who enjoy the game and even want to support the game that they enjoy, but they enjoy it vicariously through somebody else. Right? Like, they'll watch the story while a streamer plays it, maybe like we're doing right here. And then they'll go and skip the story on their own account because they've already watched somebody play through it. I've started to become a little more reasonable towards that perspective. But only because of how long some of the stories can be in these games, too. Arknights has not been a problem. We're hardly ever stuck in a story for too long. But just compare it to some of these other stuff. I used to think that wasn't a problem at all in Genshin either, though Genshin started to become as long as some Star Rail stories in the most recent patches. So maybe Genshin does need a skip button eventually. I don't know. Oh yeah, her.
Endfield, do not forget your promise.
I don't know what the promise is. I forgot everything. Why are Asian game stories so convoluted? Does it have to do with the 5-act structure? No, it doesn't. That's not why.
You know her? Is she an Enfielder?
Especially because a lot of them don't use the 5-act structure.
She was. Now she's just an old acquaintance.
In fact, a lot of them don't use a fixed-act structure.
Just a single glance and I can definitely tell she's a master with the blade. Oh, I really hope I can spar with her.
And even when they do, the 3-act structure is still more popular, I think. Even this game, Wuling, I think, is the same as Valley 4, but Valley 4 was told in a 3-act structure, with a boss at the end of each act. Because we had 3 bosses in
Professor
it.
Crow, the power plant is a total
And now we're in
mess.
the...
Are you alright?
We're technically in the epilogue/intermediary period between Valley 4 and Wuling. We're trying to get to Wuling. This is almost like Wuling's prologue. But it's not because of the 5-act structure. It's there's a lot of reasons for it. It gets even more convoluted the more Chinese a game becomes. And it's less to the structure of the story and more of how historically Chinese people have told stories. Which, I mean, the structure's involved. I'm talking about, like, actually on the language level, right? Where poetically, this is how Chinese poetry is, you actually over-explain everything. There's a long history of this that maybe a lot of us in the West just don't get, especially because of a lot of our poetry is almost to under-explain things, to make things more vivid and leave a lot to the imagination. And we're supposed to use like metaphor and simile to replace explanation and not over-explain it. It's just a very different way of doing things.
Yes. We once worked as a team. Lycia is pursuing her own hunt. She regards ether events as tracks left by her prey.
You don't have that problem as much in Japan, not that Japan doesn't also do it, but that's because they have a flexible structure where sometimes they over-explain and sometimes they under-explain. It depends whether you're telling like an epic tale or if you're telling a shorter one. In the shorter ones, they tend to under-explain things a lot. And they tend to use a lot of wordplay that doesn't translate as well. I think the West just means Germanic culture. No, I'm thinking, I would say just Eastern versus Western is usually, if you would say Roman Germanic culture, right? The mix between the Romantic, European culture. Versus Asia is usually what a lot of people mean. Though a lot of Arab places are also often included in Eastern culture. Even though you can see very staunch differences between them, they're really not the same type of culture. A lot of the storytelling practices, if you go long enough, start from the same places. But they diverge very, very, very differently. Long ago.
Supervisor Perlica, we have an emergency call. Code U3.
Slavic culture isn't the same as the rest of European culture. It's still more similar to the rest of European culture than it is to stuff outside of Europe.
Get Dijong prepped and ready.
Especially because there's a lot of overlap between Slavic culture and Celtic culture. And part of that too is the Slavs and the Celts come from the same ethnic people group if you go far enough back.
Finally, Valley
Or
4
they're
got
closer
really
to
messed
each
up.
other
About time someone
than
came
how
to
far
show
back
their
you have to
concern.
get to the rest of the European people groups.
Endman, let's head back to Dijon. Don't worry. This is just part of the procedure. And this time, I'll be standing right by your side.
And a lot of the Slavic storytelling is very similar to the Celtic storytelling too. $43. Oh yeah, I hit 50 finally on my personal account. It's I've not been touching as much as I want to. Back to the ship. Back to the ship. Ooh, talk about characters I want, right? So, playing through the ZZZ story with the Angels of Delusion last night. Near the end, I guess spoilers, but partial spoilers. There's this character named, I think, was it Primaria, maybe, or Primia? I can't remember exactly her name. I took a screenshot. I could look it up. I think I'm going to look it up. Because I want to get her name right. I want to get it right. She looks so good. I need this character to be added to the game. I will forsake literally every other character just to get this one added to the game. This is exactly my style. I sent a screenshot to somebody. Yeah, it was Promea. If they add that lady as a playable character, I will main her for the next 15 years. I think she works for Krampus, or she at least works with Tops in some degree, because she had a conversation with Zhao at the end. And she seemed, like the way she was talking, to be the
Channel encryption completed.
type of
Contact
character
code U3 verified. Initiate
that
connection to
won't
the
be a
channel.
villain, right? Like at the very least, if she's not playable, you'll have some type of positive rapport with her. But I need her to be playable. She doesn't seem like the type where she's gonna end up turning into a villain and we have to kill her. Though, Isolde seemed like that type of character. The difference, though, is they gave Isolde the mommy model, as a lot of people call it,
This
right?
is
The
Ara
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 model. And
Is
if
the audio
anybody
channel
is likely
stable
to
for
just
our
turn
3
into a
Ara
villain,
representatives?
it's anyone with that model, right? It's kind of like the Cocolia effect. Promea does not have that issue. In fact, her outfit looks like somebody who would be in that. Is it not safe to move to Malaysia? I've done some basic research, but not completely certain. I don't really know. I don't know what you mean by safe. I know some people
Without
in
further
Malaysia.
delay,
They live in some
I am
relatively
Supervisor Perlica
good
of
areas.
Endfield Industries. I respectfully request the Assembly's attention as I brief the current situation.
they don't know to be
Pursuant
dangerous.
to our considerations of the Band Accord, we
But I don't know if, say,
This concludes the
the side
operational
closer
summary
to
of
Singapore
Endfield
is safer
Industries
than the
Valley
other
4.
side.
The digital
It's a
report
pretty
has been
narrow
distributed to
country.
all delegates
It could be
simultaneously.
very different
Given the
across
threats
it for all I know,
encountered
so
during our
I'm
deployments
not
of
really the best to
Protocol Automation
weigh
Core,
in on that.
We conclude that the Zeroth Directive is being targeted and
And having
obstructed
fun with the new
deliberate
CZN
intent.
character 9.
Pardon if I offended, Administrator, but I must verify the sections in the report regarding the current...
CZN was that game where it's like, I downloaded it, I tried it, I uninstalled it like immediately. I get why people like it, it's not for me. I'm glad you're having fun with that character.
I offer you my sincere wish for your speedy recovery.
Looking at that game specifically and comparing it to the type of gacha game it is, That's one of those games where you need to be having fun with new characters to continue to have fun with it. Like the entirety of that game is just like the new characters. I've played a lot of those.
To refocus on the issue, the harm caused to the people of Valley 4 constitutes a serious breach of UWST's core interests. The Bone Crusher clan will face region-wide pursuit with authorization granted for immediate neutralization without prior notice.
I mean, hey, if there's anything I can say about Malaysia is it's really inexpensive.
During the Valley 4 incident, the Order of Steel Oak...
But most of the people I know that are living really, really well there are making most of their money overseas, right? Like, if you could get somebody to give you any amount of American money, then you could live like a king in Malaysia. But if you are living mostly off of local work and money, it's not going to be too much different there than it is here. Because everything is kind of scaled to the standard of living there.
I believe everyone knows what this is about. If we were to assume the worst, the great enemy from a century ago is planning a return. Its vanguard has already paid us a visit.
There's a lot of places in the world, though, that you could say the same thing, where it's like if you could just manage to make any amount of USD in that foreign country, you can live great because the dollar's just stronger than their local currency.
The gravity of the situation leaves no space of delay or indecisiveness.
If you're in one of those countries, anything, you can get money from Europe, right? And the euro is often stronger than a lot of those local currencies, so on and so forth. Obviously, USD is just the one I'm most used to dealing with, being in America. But I used to follow currency markets a lot. That was my hobby. While a lot of people are always into stocks, you know, they hype up the stocks, I always preferred currencies and minerals. Those were the things I like to follow.
We deeply appreciate your support. Enfield intends to initiate a post.
In fact, I think there's actually a lot more money to be made off of either of those than stocks. Commodities even more, but I never really got into following commodities. There's so much goes into it, right? I mean, currency is a lot going into it. You kind of have to understand the direction that the local economies are going of whatever that currency presides over to be able to predict which direction they're going. But that's still more of like a macro view of a system, while like commodities are a lot closer to stocks, where you need a mix of both a micro and macro view, and you have to understand a lot of what's going on. Since a lot of commodities are like produce and livestock, you have to understand like how weather patterns are going to affect things. It's very interesting, but if you dive into that, you can't be interested into anything else, is all I'm saying. Like, it takes up all of your time.
Ether rifts?
You can't have multiple hobbies.
The sighting was reported by the Wuling Scientific Developmental District.
There are people who, like, for a job, their entire life is focusing strictly on one or two commodities.
I believe everyone understands its importance to the civilization band. We kindly request your aid.
Understood. We shall address this matter with the gravity it demands.
If there are no further matters, this ad hoc meeting is hereby adjourned. We anticipate the forthcoming formal meeting with the administrator until we reconvene.
Would it be cool to farm cows for methane? Or is it just... I would think that's a bad business endeavor. Yeah. Here's the thing.
These new findings have everyone on edge. We must begin resolving the matter right away.
We get methane so easily from the ground.
Supervisor Perlica, the HAS has sent a set of highly classified authorization programs.
Yeah.
Do you have the
Are
time to
there
process
other
them
effects
right
of
now?
us doing that? Sure. But the thing about methane, it's the main thing that we dig into the ground for, one of the main things. And we get a lot of other very useful things from also digging for methane in the ground. But when we dig from the ground, it's also very easy to harness it that way. The methane released from livestock, specifically cows, because that's the one where most of all the methane comes from. Though technically anything, like we release methane from our bodies, just in very, very minuscule amounts. It's released very loosely over very long periods of time, that it just, even if you could collect it all, would not be very gainful. Like, if you could collect it all, it might be a minor boon, you know, like a supplement to raising the livestock, but you'd be getting less out of it in a significant period of time than just raising the livestock to be livestock. But the only way to make sure you capture all of it would be the equivalent of, like, can you just burn cow stools? I mean, you still could, but cows take a really long time to digest things. So it's still not very effective. It's not like cows aren't pooping every hour. Or that same cow isn't pooping every hour. You probably do get fresh poop every hour if you have enough cows, but that's just because you have enough cows. And to collect the most of it, because it comes out of not just their stools, but their flatulence. They flatulate a lot more than they poop. You're effectively factory farming them, right? Because you'd have to have some type of facility therein to trap all of it. It's not going to be worth it. Not as a main business, right? Again, as a supplement, sure. If you want to use it, but then again, there's more money to be made from their poop than burning it for methane, because a lot of it is collected for fertilizer, and fertilizer from a market perspective is more valuable than pure methane.
Go forth and touch it.
Which is probably why no farmer does that, or rancher.
Reclaim the history that was yours.
I would say no. There might be somebody, but that just doesn't seem smart. Instead, they would rather reuse the poop for their own fertilizer or to sell as fertilizer. The fertilizer is an invaluable material that takes a lot of effort to make, because people have, oh, you can use it, but people do fall in there, though that doesn't really ever happen because of modern plumbing systems. But like some animal, cow, human, doesn't matter, has to actually digest and create the waste that can be put into sodded soil to be able to make fertilizer, right? There's a lot of biological effort that happens because of this. And it would be wasteful not to use it for that, because we need it to feed people. While methane, again, we can just drill out of the ground.
The first Angloid War saw this world spawn countless war machines, steeped in malice. You led the
Not to say that you can't get both. A lot of methane is released in the process of making fertilizer. I'm sure there are probably facilities that trap it so that they can use it for stuff. If you were trying to get methane as a byproduct, you'd actually be better off being in the fertilizer end of the business, I would assume.
To the edge of full-scale civil war. The seed you sowed bloomed in time. At the cliff's edge, people paused and pledged the band accord. Decades later, we ushered in an age of prosperity. Cities rose in the south. The civilization band grew rapidly.
Nice! 143k damage with lay.
You rose from your slumber to guide civilization, leading us away from the broken bridge.
Yeah, I think just this morning, doing a couple quick things before logging off, after dailies, I just got up to 80. Like, I finally bothered to do the promotion to get to 80. So I'm getting there. You know, I'm still not doing gold gear yet, but I'm getting there.
In year 139, as the exiles returned, the second Anglo
We're not even. I still wouldn't even consider us close to that here.
We were forced to initiate an ill-prepared expedition.
First off, we don't even have the recipes for gold gear, because you have to obviously run around Wuling to unlock those. So we're going to be doing that in a little bit as we progress through this.
We never truly left that broken bridge. Execute the Zeroth directive.
But I don't even know.
The PAC.
Maybe we're 60.
Treasure. Your very last
Is our current limit? I don't know if we're 60 or 70 yet. As our current limit, I think I left our characters at 50. I'd have to check. Oh, you finally got her trust to 100%. Nice. I'm probably going to have her trust at 100% before I actually have her fully upgraded to the point that I can even get the last bonus stat slot.
Metaphysical in nature.
Just at the rate that I'm doing things.
Get worse with every awakening.
But the memory loss means we're running out of time.
Then you should have faith in the Endmen. The repairs can only be performed by the
That's such a ridiculous idea.
Our mission is to create favorable
I don't know if that's gonna get what you want though. With cows with tubes in their butts already, that's a questionable idea.
Now, we didn't come up with the automated industry complex.
Definitely not
to make
ethical,
bottles
but
and jars.
neither is factory farming really, so I guess it's not really much of a difference.
Can find...
But to feed them nothing but beans and prunes?
We were talking about you just now.
The thing is, I feel like they would produce less methane that way. It would get them to flatulate a lot, but a lot of the production of the methane and why they produce more than almost any other animal,
this is the Endmen's first meeting with you.
actually all grazing animals produce more, but cows are mostly because of their body size, is just because of like the sheer amount of grasses that they eat.
Yes, I was. Allow me to
which in modernly is corn. Which corn is a grass. They get most of their methane from corn.
I'm your friend.
But you could from wheat or anything else, and it's the process of which their body digests it.
She specifically made this trip back to Dijong in order to verify your status, Endman.
I'm also here to feed you additional intel.
Is there
special requests from AKS.
Some of that in beans and prunes? Sure, but not as much as if you just fed them corn.
A very large rift.
Your idea would reduce the methane production that they're doing.
Unfortunately, we picked up
theoretically
traces
speaking.
Of ether energy activities at that place. Traces that are completely identical with the signal samples of Valley 4. Neferith.
M3A Calcit?
She's not even trying to hide her next objective.
Or
I think
Calcit?
she's doing this on purpose.
Was that her original name?
Every Enfielder is working hard to solve this issue, so I'm not too worried about it. What makes me really concerned is you, Endman. If something within the ether side is still struggling to return to this planet, then Neferith is just a small timer meant to divert our attention.
It was.
Our
Her design is almost the same. Okay.
The Protocol Automation Core will be a thorn in their eyes, but they won't slow down just to cater your memory loss. Good. You're still your old self. I knew Perlica worried too much. I really want to be a part of your wound.
Yeah, because there's like, what? There's generational gaps in time between this game and the original Arknights, right?
We will meet again soon.
So unless you were like some freak with an abnormally long life, or you were put in like cryo or something, or I guess the case of reconvening, pretty much nobody. Yeah, it's like a 500-year gap, you think? Yeah, pretty much nobody could still be alive.
M3 is one of our elite operators.
You also forgot that Gilberta was a reconvener. Oh, I was told that
utmost danger.
But also, I think
Many
she's one of the
factions
few
and their
designs I
stragglers have not given up
recognized
their
just
dreams
from
of our
looking at
destruction.
old Arknight stuff back in the day. I just can't remember her
M3
name.
has removed
But
many
somebody said it
obstacles,
recently.
both overt and covert for Endfield. Her actions gave us the chance to complete our preparations for the Protocol Automation Core. M3 is one of our elite operators.
Because I also remember somebody saying that, like,
combat missions of the highest secrecy
her character's
and utmost
basically
danger.
still
Many
meta
factions
relevant.
and their stragglers have not given up their dreams of our destruction.
Angelina. Okay, yeah. Like she was one of those
M3 has removed many
characters that were just like,
obstacles, both overt and
once she
covert
came out,
for
she just
Endfield.
stayed
Her actions
meta
gave us the
relevant
chance to complete our
basically
preparations
forever.
for the Protocol Automation Core.
Which is why a lot of people are really excited for her
Wuling City
here,
is a key
because
center
there's
of science and
they
research
think
of the
there's a
Hongshan
really good
Academy
chance
of
that the same thing
Sciences.
might be true
The
in this
HAS
case.
is a longtime partner of Endfield.
The problem is,
It's also why
it's
Chen
a
got
completely
involved
different
with
game
Endfield
system.
in the first place. In addition to monitoring the Very Large Rift.
And
Wuling
even if you
City
give
also built
somebody,
plenty of living
you can
amenities
make
in the
somebody
region.
like Ron
The city
May
is a home they
in
rebuilt
Star Rail,
atop
right,
a
where it seems
disaster
like they'll be
site.
meta relevant
It is
forever.
an inspiring symbol
But
for the people
then the
of
systems
Hongshan.
change so completely
Wuling
that
is
it's like,
also
yeah,
pursuing a special
she's
research
got
project
use, but
on
she's quickly
something
falling
called
off to the
Shirenite.
point that you don't even run her
Their
in teams
aim is
anymore.
to overcome Etherside disasters. Endfield already has plans to deploy an automation core in Wuling City, instead of our AIC factory over there. This operation happens to work in favor of our plans.
When is she
And Chen is quite familiar with Wuling
go live?
City.
I guess we can look at the
We can
banner
count
after
on her
this.
help for this operation. Since we're unsure how
Because
many
obviously
cards
it'll be
Mefrit has in
whenever
hands, we should be as
Lay's
fully
banner
prepared as
ends,
possible.
will be when
Once you believe
Gilberta
everything is
starts.
set,
But it's
we
like
shall
really
depart
soon,
for our mission from Dijon.
right? Is it tomorrow?
Enman, I've made some progress. We completed
18 hours
the
from now.
high
Okay, I thought it was
confidentiality
tomorrow.
level entry with HAS.
Where's the headhunter? Yeah, okay, we have 17 hours left. Look at that. Look how early we got that.
Landing protocol is in
The only
works.
problem
Supervisor
about how
Perlica will
early
be
we
ready
got
to
it
aboard Dijon.
is that we're not getting the 10 free pulls for the next banner. We'd have to pull 30 for that, and it's not worth pulling 30 just to get 10 free pulls for the next banner because we're not investing in the next banner. Like, even if she stays as relevant as Angelina did throughout the lifetime of this game, I'm still not pulling for her. We're getting Yvonne. We're gonna have enough to guarantee Yvonne no matter what. We're getting Yvonne.
Endman, we just received a situation update. The Intel office sent an update on the Bone Crushers. They are moving towards Wuling. There is no doubt that Neferth is involved. Ether depth readings are changing throughout the entire world. Reports from other sites.
We got our last
do
right
not
for
look very
free too.
optimistic. And
So we
said
actually
that
have,
powerful
like-
individuals or minds are behind these incidents.
I'm gonna say we have a driver for the team that Yvonne's gonna be on because she is more of like
But
a
this also
sub
means
DPS.
We're short on people.
Come on. There's
But I'm
us,
probably
right?
going to be piloting the team through Yvonne because I like her more.
Enman, Supervisor Perlica, your landing protocol is ready to go. We've established the drop point inside Wuling City. You may set off anytime.
I will be
Understood.
driving
Well done,
through
Fiona.
Yvonne. I ended up using the free character selector for last ride on both of them because
This is the
just
first time I'm heading back
neither
to
banner
Wuling
wanted to
since
give
I
her to
signed
me.
up with Endfield. Enman, I won't allow the Valley 4 incident to happen again in Wuling.
Indeed.
They just decided to give me more Ardelia. Both accounts just like, yeah, here, have some more Ardelia.
The liaison of our operation
Here you go.
is the current leader of Wuling, Zhuang Fengyi, one of the Tianxia of Great Yen. I will be syncing additional details to your terminals. Wuling Very Large Rift is the largest known rift in the civilization band. Wuling City is right above this rift. Its main task is to monitor the rift for abnormal activities. Though Wuling and its outskirts are regularly subject to blight tides, they achieved great results across every metric in their annual household data reports. This is made possible with Wuling's key scientific endeavor, Project Shiranite.
Then why didn't they promote Shiranite in the band? That would really help us control the blight.
Yes. This is one of the motivations behind our joint AIC factory undertaking with HAS. Hopefully, this operation brings our...
Man, I have not even unlocked...
Entman, we'll set off once you're ready.
The pack in Wuling yet. Because I got there, and I was pushing, because Wuling is too linear. Up to a certain point, right? Like, it's exploration in Wuling is super linear, basically, until you get to the actual city of Wuling.
We gotta hurry.
But once I got there, and quite a bit of the map opened up, I got sidetracked and actually started exploring all the places.
Next to lakes and rivers.
So I have not progressed the story to the fact that I got the pack. We might get there sooner.
Different from the blight we see in Valley 4.
In this stream that I've spent less hours in than my personal account than I do in my personal account.
Activity in the city. But it's no big deal to the locals. They're used to it.
You got Pogranichnik, since the banner didn't want you to have them, and so you can work on your physical team. Okay.
I saw her.
Yeah, you know, I got apparently on this account we got 2 Pog copies. You were there when we pulled it.
Youngest viceroy in charge of an HAS developmental district. As for other things,
I guess if I ever want to build a physical team, I can. I've got too much stuff, though. You know? You don't... It's hard to build teams in this game.
The skies will darken with booming thunder.
Or at least that's what everybody's been saying.
That she's a secret chief leading the
in some ways, it's easier, because gearing in general is easier.
Students really worship her.
The only thing where the RNG really lies in is the etch essence stuff, and even that has like a pity to it.
I was only there for around a year.
The initial setup to the point where you can start building characters takes a long time because of everything you have to do with the factory to get there, and to the how long it takes to actually get the Ascension material.
Let's not dally then. Time to move out.
Which obviously cuts down faster once you get the ship farming going, because the promotion material can be farmed in the ship.
Ready yet, Endman?
But this game feels really designed, and a lot of gachas are like this. It's just this one is even firmer in it, where to play through the initial story to the point where you unlock everything, you should really just have one team that you progress, and then once you have one team maxed out, you're probably to the point where it becomes easier to farm other people. So I'm not having a problem with this, because that's how I always play all of these games anyway, even the ones where it makes it easier to promote people. It just plays into my general play habits. But I have been seeing a lot of people complaining.
Radio is still intermittent.
We've been walking for 15 minutes, but we have yet to reach the end of this area. Landing coordinates deviation seems larger than I thought. We may have landed outside the expected zone. We can't get in touch with Fiona or Viceroy Zhuang at the moment. Let's keep moving for now.
Another thing, like, I loved when we first got to Wuling.
Nice, moist air tells me
I wasn't sure how diverse the biomes were going to be on this planet.
Prefer things
but even just seeing the difference between Valley 4,
the blight tide shouldn't have
which has like a very typical, almost like arid valley, almost like Appalachian, right? Appalachian Mountain look to it, West Virginia style.
I did live in
and then go to Wuling, which has like this very Chinese marshland bamboo grove to it.
The actual place.
It looks like
of course.
similar to how the original Arknights had a lot of places that were based off of real Earth places, that the biomes here are going to be just as varied as the planet Earth we're on. So that's going to be pretty fun. I think they're doing the designs really well. This bamboo grove is lovely.
Do you know the way?
To help traveling peddlers,
I like the more interesting parts about it too. Like how we're going to see that there are like sprites underground that's moving the bamboo on us. I thought that was really cool. It makes this area seem more dreamlike.
Let's follow this trail and look around.
Hello, Haito 104. But I think Wuling today? Yes, we just on this account made it to Wuling.
So different from Valley 4, isn't it? Just you wait. There are even more surprises in store.
We just made it. We're about to hit, I think, maybe my favorite feature in the game. I think it's right on the other side of this waterway. Lost in the marsh.
The raft is over there. Wait, who's that?
What does this Yanese character mean? Ah, finally. Other fellow travelers. Are you also trying to cross the river? I honestly don't know how to activate this.
We came here for the scenery.
You know, aside from attitude, I don't think this guy has been dishonest with us.
I am a traveler who hails from Yersh.
The free city of Yersh. One bound by a
maybe that. He might have been lying about that part. But like everything else he says to us, it feels like he's been honest just until we figure out who he is, intentionally hiding information from us.
I did not expect the vehicles here to be completely unmanned.
Are you here by yourself?
But I don't know, because on my off-stream account, I'm only barely farther than this. We're probably going to pass up where I've seen.
Yes, it seems that way for now.
This place is getting pretty
like, I don't know how long we'll be at it today for the session. If we make it to... Yeah, he's treading the line. I think so.
Well,
yeah. If we make it to the city of Wuling, we'll have caught up to where I am.
But in the
off stream. If we actually go to like the main building and not run off and start exploring all the land, we'll have passed up where I am.
You are heading towards Wuling City as well? Will you kindly instruct me on how to activate this raft?
You trust him?
I am afraid my knowledge of Yanese...
Well, you know what? You could trust him for all of us. Okay? I'll leave that in your care.
It is agreed then. We shall try.
I'm going to have a healthy, stoics level of skepticism towards this guy.
It will be delightful to converse with fellow travelers along the way. Ah, apologies. I am afraid I have yet to fully introduce myself. Ardashir is my name. As you can see, I am a traveler who intends to visit every corner of this world.
I do have my gut feeling, though, as Haito said, treading the line, is that at worst he's probably going to be like a neutral, or as some people like to say, gray character. Because a lot of people are apparently wanting him to be a playable character. I have not looked at leaks. I don't know who any of the playable characters are going to be.
It is not common amongst the people of Talos too.
Sargonian.
I have no clue.
That's a truly historical name. These Emeraldine landscapes.
I'm just exploring this world and story. Gray character, you bet? Yeah. That's what I'm hearing from a lot of people.
Life perseveres, grows, and
that's the feeling that everyone's getting.
Flowery fragrance thrives with the breeze. Is it not pleasing?
He definitely feels a bit more gray than his partner. Or servant. Actually, I don't know who's in charge or what their level is. We just see them interact for like 2 seconds. Oh yes, I love this bamboo grove.
I've never seen a bamboo.
Also reminds me of my
such
time
verdance
in
and
Waco,
lushness.
Texas, when I was in college. There was a park there called Cameron Park. Great big hiking park right on the Brazos River in the middle of the city.
Nothing.
It's so dense that once you go down there, you forget that you're in a city.
In such clarity. The sound of the wind
And
brushing
the
itself against
area
the
we
grove.
would enter the park in
Seems this trail has
was
not been
next
used
to a
for some
parking lot
time.
called Lover's Leap, very common name for any cliffside.
Mr. Ardashir,
And there was a bamboo
we might need
grove
to rest here for
that
a
you
while.
could walk down to get to the rest of the hiking trails. So we would always enter through the bamboo grove. It's my favorite
course.
entrance to the whole
I
park.
apologized for intruding, and I truly appreciate
There were one
your
time,
assistance.
probably against park
Pray that I've
regulations,
not
but
inconvenienced
it's so
anyone.
dense down there, nobody could really tell what you're doing. I just started
this
like
seems
climbing
to
up
be
on the
the only
bamboo
path.
and swinging between them.
So, my dear friend,
It's probably very dangerous too.
perhaps we
If
shall
I had
have
ever
the
grabbed like an
opportunity
old one
to meet again.
who like was losing give at the bottom, that whole thing would have just came crashing down under my weight.
He looks friendly, but I just feel there's something.
Oh, I miss
weird
hiking in
about him.
Cameron Park. See, Kefna says, don't think he's been leaked as playable yet. Think the only have been Tong Tong, Mifu, Zhong, and an unknown male Sancta. Okay, so we are going to be getting the angelic characters soon. Okay. Possibly.
I queried the name Ardashir in the
Mifu! Oh
database.
my god, she's been leaked?
The only hits are figures of Sargonian history.
I like Mifu.
And other common employees registered at Seshka and the UWST. None of them match.
I like
today's
Tong
guy.
Tong as well,
Well,
like character-wise,
I didn't
personality.
sense any
She's a cool
hostility from
character.
him.
I hope those two work really well together because that'd be kind of
Chen,
ironic if
how
they
long
worked
will
well
it
in the
take us
same
to reach
team.
Wuling City?
But like design-wise,
Won't
I
be long.
really like
Once we
Mifu.
get through this place, I'll know the rest like the back of my hand. But this really is the only path.
I think I saw she's
we will
a
run
great
into that
sword
young man
user.
eventually.
Okay.
Indeed.
I like that
Our
she's like one of
primary
those
objective is to reach Wuling
fluffy
City
tail
ASAP.
Chinese
Time
dragons.
to move, team.
Which obviously the Long would be the name in Chinese. They call them Lung in this one, which is actually closer to most areas' pronunciation of that word anyway. So they are basically just calling the dragon people straight up dragons. I like that. It's just a little on the nose, but appropriate at the same time.
Wait,
But
what was that?
in many areas, a lot of people just think that dragons can only ever just be scaly, right? But all throughout history, but especially over in Asia, like fur-covered dragons were a super common thing throughout stories, and I like that she's just like this really tough, right? Oh, badass officer character who happens to be a fluffy pink dragon at the same time.
Now I can finally sit down and enjoy my coffee. Oh, I should also plan the next steps. Fix up my gear and check my bag.
I need to make sure we're not carrying too much. I probably should be using all of these big ones. I want that to be where the rest of my stuff is. What are things that I don't mind being over here right now? Yeah, the Lungar is supposed to be the ancestor of all animals. Every single animal comes from one of the dragons or the others. But also, pretty much all of creation does, right? Like, you have, I'm trying to remember his name. Zhulong, which is the torch dragon, who basically breathed fire and light into creation. It's where the sun comes from. There's subtly in
Don't worry, I'm around.
many
Just go ahead and waste your time.
Chinese and Asian mythos, basically no difference between a dragon and a god.
Nymphs. Bamboo bugs. Oh, this will be tough. I forgot about the secrets of navigating through
But
them.
also, it's the word god is just too loose of a word, right? It covers way too many categories. So some dragons you would consider gods. Maybe the descendants, something that might be more terrestrial, wouldn't be. But even then, defining the difference would be like splitting hairs. Especially when, like, the word God, loosely, if we're just talking about it as a word, literally just means something that deserves worship or admiration. That's pretty much what it means. Often talking about celestial things, but it could be talking about terrestrial things too.
Artisair.
Very loose category where we should probably be using a lot of other more specific words for specific types of gods.
I knew you would eventually catch up to me. Once again, I find myself
I remember,
in a
who
similar
was
scene
it?
as before.
We were having a conversation about like the eons in Star Rail. It might have been Zeka was here. I think he might have been the one who said this. But I was saying that eons were gods, and somebody was saying that they're not, which I thought was really funny because they are definitely a type of god. They fit more into the Platonic definition of one. But like the Chinese literally translates to star god. Like that's what the Chinese word for eon is.
Totally researched
I think, because I don't remember what it is off the top of my head, but even the Japanese also use the same terminology.
Fortunately,
you could even hear them calling them Hoshinokami
Perhaps
in the
we can
Japanese
solve this
dub, and it's
mystery
like,
on
no,
our
dude,
own.
they're gods. God is a very broad category that refers to a lot of different things.
Ah, look there! These little critters travel in and out of groves to feed. Maybe we can make use of that. Oh no! The grove got between us!
Yeah, dude, I love this. I love the way the bamboo moves
I'm
like
all right.
this.
I can see a trail.
I know they're
Here.
nymphs,
Let us meet up ahead.
but it was also reminding me of that earlier scene. Oh, we haven't done that one yet on here. We need to. When the walls are moving in Levitin's
Use of it.
kind of like dream sequence. When the environment moves on you like this, it gives you a very surreal, dreamlike feeling. And this is all happening in an active space. But you notice like it's all covered in fog on the map, so we can't actually tell where we're supposed to be going.
After spending all that time running about in the grove,
And I think it
am
helps
glad
add to that
see such a
dreamlike
refreshing
experience.
sight.
Almost like stories of being spirited away in like the Chinese countryside because you walked into a foggy grove. But when the bamboo's doing the boing boing,
I found something.
I do too.
I hear you. We're still
That's my
looking
favorite.
for a way out.
Is there a statue on your side?
This has been my favorite
here,
sequence so
but
far.
I cannot read the writing on it.
Though I am going to have to say so far, I don't know what else Wuling has to offer after going to the city. There could be a sequence even cooler than this, for all I know.
Wait, there are words carved on the statue. Return?
Wait, I need to read this. This is important.
So, what was I talking about back then? Return here to illuminate the path. For emergencies, switch on the guiding lights or call the emergency hotline of the Wuling Scientific Developmental District.
These guiding lights also remind me a lot of like modern day hiking trails. I don't think Cameron Park had any in their Bamboo Grove, but the Bamboo Grove was also a very, very, very small part of the entire park. It's mostly filled with things that would otherwise be native to Texas. The bamboo obviously had to be planted there, imported.
I think
but there's a lot of
we're
trails where you
starting to get
have
lost.
a lot of lights just like this, or maybe emergency stands where you could basically ping 911 right there in case something happens. Even in the middle of cities, specifically, where they're most common. There's a really cool trail in Dallas, Texas, in the middle of the city, where there are a few spots that are so tree covered you'd forget that you were in the middle of downtown Dallas, called the Katy Trail, that runs from Knox Street
These water lamps spit acid.
over by all the old stores down to the American Airlines Center. It's I think it's a 5K trail. Like exactly for people who want to go running 5K.
Give it a go. No hardship will stop
I used to
us.
run the Katy Trail a lot when I would house sit for my grandma when she lived over by Knox. And I'm trying to remember what her cross street was. McKinney. She was like Knox and McKinney was the cross street she used to live by.
Why don't we just cut down the bamboo?
Very
Not
close to the
that I
beginning of
want
the trail.
to, but
I understand. But
It was a
such
great one
scenery
to
and
run
environments are
like
rare
early in
and
the morning or
valuable
late
to
at night in the
residents.
summertime where
Given the size
everything
of this
started to
grove,
cool off a little bit.
Resorting to desperate measures might be unwise. We don't know how it would react.
Or sometimes I would house sit for them
those must be the guiding lights mentioned by the
at their
statue.
condo during the wintertime, and there was a McDonald's right over on
The way is now open.
McKinney and Fitzhugh.
I'm not feeling super positive about this.
And that was a nice walk in the
found the
cold
way?
winter.
I think we have. Let's figure
And
out how to
sometimes
meet up.
instead of staying on McKinney, I would hop onto the Katy Trail first, and then I would exit down because it would go over the street to Fitzhugh to be right next to the
And they
McDonald's. It
sound
was-
rather bestial in nature.
if you want to walk somewhere, the trail's very convenient for taking you to all the major intersections and not having to deal with like cars and cross streets on the way. But they would have these little posts. That was the main reason I brought that up. Just like these lights here. And if you were walking it very late at night or something, and there was like an emergency, I don't know, maybe somebody was chasing you, trying to mug you. Maybe a horror villain came to real life. I don't know. But you could slam on that thing and be like, emergency, emergency, send an officer right away.
Careful. This is a kill. Be wary of the sharp spines on its
Oh, this
body.
thing.
I don't think it likes us being here.
That's cool. I'm not going to waste a scope like that.
Wow! Perfect execution! You set great examples
Yo, man, where you going?
Victory goes without saying.
We've done it! Hope you're not tired, Mr. Dowley.
Wasn't expecting anything less.
Ah, we finally meet again.
You look totally unfazed by this entire thing. How did you find your way out?
I believe fortune was on my side. After our separation, the path I was on remained unchanged. This has proven to be quite an enlightening experience so far. It succeeded in startling me at the beginning, but now that I look back at it, my brief jaunt through this bamboo grove actually feels rather intriguing.
Yeah, one of the things like
Sure,
bamboo
live a
can
life of
grow
leisure.
Let's continue
in
our
almost
discussion
any
outside.
temperate climate, right? Anywhere from tropical all the way up to probably just before things get too deciduous, right? Like, if it gets too cold, bamboo can't really grow. But they can grow in most of the temperate areas of the planet. But they tend to thrive their natural environment, marshlands, right, where there's plenty of water. Same places where you can often grow rice really well.
Never ceases to amaze me. And what about you?
And because of that, fog also tends to collect a lot in marshlands because they happen to be lower elevation, right, lower altitude.
So are you visiting Wuling for official business?
Marshlands often tend to be a little bit below sea level.
You have a most admirable pursuit.
So it's the type of natural environment where people can get lost and just disappear in. And it tends to cause a lot of fables and mythological stories about people just getting spirited away in the midst of marshes.
People lack things far more than
but it's just like a great,
so many people.
Fantastic feel about walking through this. Look how you can barely see any of the bamboo. How it just comes in and out of distance, out of view because of the fog.
Hey, why are you stopping here?
I'm the type of person, yeah, like a natural maze, exactly. I'm the type of person I would probably be at risk for getting lost in this.
The grove is thinning out.
I don't think I would ever actually get lost. I, for some reason, have like a supernatural power where I'm always where I'm supposed to be, so I end up finding my way wherever I go without having to know where I'm going.
We must meet up with Viceroy Juan.
That actually happened at Cameron Park several times, but it's happened many times in my life. But I love going for walks in the fog and not being able to tell where I'm going because it feels like wandering around in a dream in real life.
Endman. Might we share a few words?
It's actually the first time we went to Cameron Park through that bamboo grove. My roommate at the time and former co-host on this channel, Eno. After we crossed the bridge, we saw the Brazos River. We were out of the grove. For some reason, he saw like a rock trail because that's what it was next to the river. Was like a rocky path that you could walk along. And he just shouted the word rocks and started running over the rocks.
Of course I do.
And the problem is I was the only one in the group who knows how to navigate anywhere, actually. I was going to say how to navigate woods. How to navigate nature. Primarily, but anywhere that doesn't have street signs that can tell you where you are. I'm the only person in our group who knew how to keep track of landmarks and navigate things. And he ran off so fast, I did not get to take a mental snapshot of what the entrance looked like from that perspective. Like to turn around and look where we came from. So when we were trying to leave the park that way and find the place where we parked again, to find that bamboo grove,
will not forgive us.
We couldn't find the entrance. And we were just wandering for a really long time until I just had like a feeling in my gut. It's like, okay. We're just going to run up this hill. I don't care if there's a trail. I don't care what it is. I'm just running up this hill and it's going to take us where we're going. And it took us basically a block from where we were going, but on a direct path to it. It took us right up to the community college, where immediately afterwards there was like a security officer on a golf cart. And he was like, you guys look in terrible condition. What do you need? It's like, we just need to get to Lover's Leap. He's like, oh, it's literally right there, pointing to it. It's like, yes! We made it. You know, never run off like that again.
Why are you with them?
No, you wish you had that kind of thing? You get lost too often? Yeah. Dude, everybody always feels like they're lost with me. Unless they've known me long enough that they're just like, no, it's fine.
Best if you keep it courteous.
We'll end up there. Just trust them.
Sorry, Endman. Please pardon the suddenness of this. I only hope to have a proper discussion.
No need for that.
We have no cause to kill each other. After all, you are... Sakayo.
Yeah, I can't really tell what their partnership is here. Like, what their level is. Obviously, they're associated. But it almost feels like between the two of them, he's the one who's in charge.
We had a delightful talk. Thank you.
Or at least, like, he's above her on the hierarchy.
The Tianshu pillar can no longer contain the blight.
The Ingoloi adapt their forms to the environment. Do not let your guard down.
Oh. There's
Focus
people
on
from
their
behind,
attacks.
okay.
Yay! That was some perfect teamwork.
Lovely sound. Well,
How's that, Edmund? Target that like this.
there are too many of them.
I think I was complaining about this last time. And because we started Wuling all at once, it's not a problem. It just was a problem because of how I decided to go here and when on my personal account. But last time I was complaining that I did not like this sort of immersive story mode, or just how linear Wuling was at first. Because when you get here, even if you don't enter the immersive story, like you're like, I'm gonna cut a break right here, teleport is disabled. So there's no point in cutting a break right there. You can't go back and do anything else until... I think until you meet Tung Tung. Maybe. Or maybe until you get to the stockade. It's somewhere around there where teleportation gets re-enabled. So you're basically just in this immersive mode. It's fine for storytelling, but you're just in it for half an hour or so. And you can't go and check on your other stuff. They do warn you, though, when you hit, like, when we entered that last mission, they do warn you that you're going into an immersive storytelling mode. But even when you're not in it, you're still basically in it because you can't teleport. So you're just stuck in this part of the map.
Here, live? Little brat, laying dead on me.
Oh, I like Tung Tung. Tung Tung's a fun character. And it's something, like, I wouldn't complain about if it was some other game. Like, if we were playing Final Fantasy 15. Just a premium, feature-complete game. Though it's hard to call Final Fantasy 15 a feature-complete game. With how much DLC and add-ons that it needed to function.
Wait a minute.
But if it was like a standard game that you buy, that'd be a perfect way to do it. It's just a little frustrating when this is a live service game where I have to check on my factories.
Sprays, and dumb-looking swords.
Can already tell there's a ton of Tiger Girl smut from this. Maybe, probably. It's Rule 34, right? If it exists.
Tung Tung?
See, I guess she's in some kind of agreement with him. That's why she's kind of passive. That would also make sense, like if they have like a contract or something. like she almost has to be a little subservient to his wishes because she can't violate their contract. I could see that, yeah.
Yeah, though they count as local Woolingers, many of them are petty thieves and criminals. Tung Tung used to be an under.
Probably we'll find out as we get further into Wooling. I'm hoping that they're just not gonna dangle this in front of us forever, and they will slowly actually reveal these things.
Master Chen!
Or, if they want to lean into the goofiness of this, I'd be fine if they just keep setting up things they never answer. But I only like that in a setting that's goofy. Which, they do have some goofy stuff, right? Like when we first meet Yvonne is a little goofy, Tung Tung here is kind of goofy. But you have to like really lean into the goofiness if you want to have that kind of story. Without frustrating your audience. And there's also a lot of serious moments in this story. So I think you kind of have to reveal some stuff, or a lot of the audience will be very disappointed.
But my companion's never been here before. Can you give us a private moment? Please?
You behaved well.
Because how you choose to tell your story is all about the expectations that you set up for your audience.
This is my turn.
Are we in our Goofy Goober arcs of some kind? Just for a little bit. It's our comedy episodes of the series. Oh, that's right. I don't think that unlocks until after. Teleport is still locked right now. Got it. I think we have to make it at least to her brother.
No.
Right, like we have to have
after I woke up.
Perlica again.
I'm sure Perlica's fine. She's tough and skilled.
So I don't think we're going to be able to unlock our teleports
really
until
turf.
whenever this immersive story ends and we have access to our normal team. Like, we'll know the instant because we won't be Endman anymore. We'll be back on Surtur.
Outside Wooling City. She kept butting in, throwing advice everywhere. One thing led to another, and we became sparring partners. She's not a bad person, just a bit money-minded.
Oh yeah, Chen's a goober. Chen has like maybe 5 brain cells in that head.
That.
And all of them are dedicated to solving problems by hitting them.
More like me failing the trials. Ayo, let's just leave talking about me for another day. Our top priority is to look for Pearly.
Though that's mostly a joke. Actually, people make fun of Chen's intelligence.
Her people are bound to be nearby.
I think it's more that she just doesn't have the patience that most characters have, and that's where most of her goofiness comes from.
We play along and flip the script.
Especially here, there's a lot of parts where she shows off how much she actually knows. And how much she's studied and paid attention.
Danjoy? Tingle Stallion is all about survival. As long as the heels stick
Hyper extrovert? Yeah.
Always be fairwood to burn. You two are my greenhounds, alright? Drop me some good loot, and I'll let you walk. Not gonna get you dry. Ain't my style.
She's a hyper extrovert with ADHD, I think. I think that's kind of like what she is. Like, she just does not have the ability to be introspective or the ability to focus on one thing for too long.
You know it, right? How Wuling threw me out cold and callously, without any mercy.
When she can focus on something, she can go really deep into it. Which is like, so, you know.
That decision was utterly, completely
She has a pretty consistent character.
What? I've never forgotten the shame. It still haunts me.
She's like the opposite as her ancestor in the original Arknights. That's funny. But I guess you could do that though, right? When you're not like a reconvener who you would expect to some degree their personality would be very similar to the person who they were. If you're actually a descendant of somebody, you would expect them to be very different.
Bet I did.
Thinking back, you were totally bawling your eyes out when you left. I almost thought you'd lose
Like,
it.
there's going to be similarities between me and most of my ancestors, but I'm also probably going to be very, very different to most of the people in my lineage, because I've had a very different light from them, but I also have a mix of things from different sides of different parts of the family.
In front of you. You're tougher than any of us here. Ha! Well said. Can't deny that. Now I get it. So this is what you're up to. You made the right choice. Around here, only shameless targeters have the guts to go head-on with Wuling. Chief, actually, we're looking for a girl. Please, you've got to help us. She's a white-haired Libri. Name's Perlica. She's one of us. She's a smart one. She's got tricks and knows tactics. She could be our trump card against Mifu and her watch guards. Huh? Did you just say Mifu? Exactly. You mean that rude, rough mad one who nicked my favorite hat kinda like it was nothing? Absolutely. Okay, I got you covered.
Also, like, if we have to scale things here, Tong Tong is definitely way dumber than Chen.
Consider it done.
Easily manipulated.
Chell's plate for me. Hey, tracking folks isn't easy around here. You're lucky I'm on it.
Tong Tong is like a 10-year-old in a grown woman's body, basically.
Really slick and risky. Dark mask? Green scales? What? Every stalker has.
She has the personality of one of the Lost Boys from Peter Pan.
Are you?
But I think that's also what makes her really cool and why I want her to be a playable character.
These splatters just keep coming. Is there no end to them? Splatters? Sounds like a fitting name for these Angloids.
What are you gonna do? You're just gonna become a puddle in the ground. That's fine.
Hey, Darkness! You were on fire!
Who sent you here?
I'm simply trying to find my friends. Not looking to start any fights.
Ha! Bro! And then, it's Perlica! Perlica!
Let's see. Here's a shortened quote that describes Chen in the original Arknights. Superintendent of Police of Lungmen Guard Department. Head of the Special Inspection Unit. She is an exquisite sword fighter and has the strictest attitude of anyone in the guard department.
Leave this to us.
Yeah, that does sound like the exact opposite of Chen.
What are you doing out here?
Put your fist down, bro. They're with
You know,
us.
maybe our Chen just needs to grow into it, you know?
With us? Look at how they're.
No, I don't know if she'll ever grow into the attention span thing. That just seems like
As I have explained,
the way she acts. It seems biological. I don't think that's ever going to change.
We are from Endfield. We do not want to start any conflict with you.
But you just injured him.
But that almost sounded more like you just described Mifu, who's probably in this story going to be taking the role of that same character type. Because Chen is clearly supposed to be playing into the tropes of the party and everything. The equivalent of our March 7th in this game.
Tong Tong.
Oh, that Chen might be getting a second altar soon? That's cool.
For you. This guy's throw with
Is that
it.
in the original?
Look at this goofball. Ring any bells? She's Chen Qianyu. She got kicked out before. Now
I'm assuming you mean the original, because I doubt anything like that would be happening in this game anytime soon.
Quit standing there like a bunch of goobers.
It just started.
This is my big brother,
Chingbostock's first mate. Run, eat.
Perlica's just so confused, like, what is going on?
Sneaking up to limestone.
I have no idea what's going on at all.
Told you to stick to the stockade these days.
I'll go need some fresh air.
Oh, are they still on different timelines for Global and CN in the original Arknights?
So, I stepped in and...
I would have figured over a long enough period of time, because it's been running forever now, that they would have gotten onto some type of roadmap to, like, converge them to the same timeline. But I guess they just have no intent on doing that at all. There are some benefits. I know, there's some people who get a little disappointed when the original server is ahead by half a year because they don't get to really figure out the meta themselves. But then on the other side, because of planning, a lot of people love it because, like, the Chinese or some games Japanese have figured the meta out ahead of time so they can know what to plan to save for. And make sure they don't waste their money, so there's like trade-offs to both ends.
Bro. Don't be so rock-headed. Times are getting tougher. We gotta do something, right?
I just always find it funny that in some of these newer games where they just decide they want to do a global launch from the start, that people will take on meta the CN community's word as if it's a gold standard. When the reason it became that way in these older games is because they had the game longer, right? Like the character had already been out for 6 months, so you can already know what things are going to be before it hits you. But in these like modern games, they don't have really any advantage over anyone else, except maybe a few hours advantage sometimes if it's like a mid-patch banner because it'll go active sooner on their server.
We must hurry to Wuling
but that's
City
about
and
it.
tell Viceroy Zhuang about this.
That girl, Tong Tong?
Obviously, their opinions do matter more in certain degrees, not necessarily meta, but
she also said we are to stir up trouble in Wuling City.
The developers obviously care about the opinions on story and character design and stuff like that, the other things that sell a character, far more to their local constituents than they do to overseas customers.
Slightly improper. But
so it is pretty good to get your ear to the ground on stuff like that, but it just doesn't really matter too much for meta.
Like Chen said, we are
more
operating
than
on
anyone
Qingbo
else.
Stockade's territory.
Not saying you shouldn't listen, but you listen to all the players.
Seems viable.
Everywhere.
And since Nefereth has already made her move, the locals might provide some clues.
See, Kevin says, kind of why I play on the Asian server for Epic 7. I get to do the ancient inheritance mode about 12 hours before everyone else. Yeah.
You can rule with us, but you
that's why there's like, I
think
take Final Fantasy 14, for example, right?
No freebies.
They go off of the delayed time for when they activate things mid-patch. So there's a lot of American players who, on higher ping, will play in the Japanese world server, the data center,
to Wuling City, right?
so that they could try to get world first. Because if you don't, the Japanese will always get world first, every time.
Relax. Qingbo's got tricks up his sleeve. Only problem is, our stockade has some little troubles recently. So, taking that pause may take some effort.
And vice versa for the people overseas that care about that with World of Warcraft, right?
Then come knocking.
Because everything goes off of the American server time for World of Warcraft. So there's a lot of people who will play on higher ping on American servers for a while, just because they want to get world first.
In their affairs, if we want to investigate Nefereth, we must proceed with caution and avoid unnecessary conflicts.
Oh, that was fast. Again? Haha! Okie dokie! Now tell me tight.
The Supreme Chief
Okay.
has to do grunt work?
We're finally out of that
What's the
immersive.
badge of honor? Hey, you seem close with this white-haired Libre. Put some drinks on her.
Well, excuse you.
Ooh,
We're just
what'd
two
you find?
like-minded souls, all right?
What do you got?
Our Doppelganger lucky.
It's up here. I don't know what you're staring at. There's like a gold thing here. No, that was just spectral. I don't know what you're staring at. You said there's something over here. She asked me to follow her. I don't know, maybe after I learn the water thing, they'll let me use this water fountain to refill, or are you just trying to tell me there's fresh water here? Or, I don't know, maybe it would... Because usually when they do that, there's like, hey, there's something. Go follow it, right? Maybe she just likes the rocks. She is like a geologist. Huh. You're just like throwing me off. Okay. I forgot. You don't have to backtrack to get that one. They just activate it for you once it's available. Got it. I'm gonna have to set up this mine as soon as possible. Any ones of like the larger mine centers, I need to set up. I had to do that. I think
The rain has stopped.
I don't think it was yesterday. It might have been 2 days ago, off stream. I had to run around and just start mining a bunch of Iridium because I was low and I could not keep producing batteries. Like, it was not mining fast enough. I finally hit that point, and like I need a lot more batteries and a lot more thermal banks, so I need to get a lot more of this stuff.
When did that happen?
So I pretty much went and set up mining rigs on literally every single
Whatever. The way's blocked for now.
Iridium deposit in all of Valley 4. I'm like, I am not wanting to worry about this material ever again.
Who's that over there?
And then after I did it on this account, I hopped over and did the same thing on my personal account so I wouldn't have to think about it later.
That's ya! How'd you get so banged up?
I basically just ran around and did the exact same thing twice.
Chief, those splatters.
Shh. Save your strength. Let's get you treated first.
Edmund, time to put them down.
We're going head to head. Execute plan A. Infernum. 2. No escape.
Seems like we're thinking the same thing. Not a single den stack or camp. Compared to Valley 4, it's way too peaceful here.
You mean, there's danger lurking behind Chingbo Stockade?
Hey, Libre! You really got skills. Here you'd be useful. I told Dajiang to get some rest. I'll handle the bridge repairs.
Perhaps we can lend a hand too?
Nice! I'm sure that we just need to pour some clean water into the mechanism there, then the bridge moves. Think we can use lake water? Here, take these fairing bottles and fill them up with water.
As long as the lake water's clean enough, we can use it. Yeah, we'll look at it. Blah, blah, blah. I know how this works. I don't like how we can only fill 10 at a time, but we can carry more than 10 on us. That's a weird mechanic. I don't know, maybe it's because the game counts things in quantities of 10, but they could have designed around that.
Got water? Hurry and pour it in the mechanism!
Okay, thank you for not letting me just pour all 10 at once during the first pour. I guess.
Chief? Why are you frowning like that?
What? What are you talking about? I'm just a little worried. Really, just a little.
Get a weekly routine thing? And, oh, and we've also unlocked all the side stories. Okay. So they're not going to go away unless I click on them. Yeah, we'll do all of these eventually. Maybe, so we still have stuff to do on stream after we finish the main story of the launch patch. I guess launch version, it's not a patch at all. The main story of the launch version, we'll do all of those afterwards. Because we still have plenty of time. This is the only one I have not done privately. So I might do tonight, maybe? I don't know. Depends if I find time. Or would be more this morning. It would be something I would do after dailies. So after I'm done streaming here, I gotta go work on stuff. We got here. New index stuff. Cool. Can finally, I guess, start grinding our materia. That's what our etch essence stuff. It's basically just materia from Final Fantasy to slot into our weapons.
Splatters.
I like it though.
Why
That's
are
not a
there so many
criticism.
Angoloi here?
Enman, I'll go help her.
The stock gets in a mess, and it's easy to get lost. I'll show you the way.
Because this game, a lot of the combat
Thank you,
and everything feels very the direction Final Fantasy has gone since it's gone action. But I like it here more than I like it in Final Fantasy.
People need help. Let's head in.
If you need us to do anything, just say the word.
In fact, I really don't like the fact that Final Fantasy has gone action. I think games haven't been as good. But here, the system works really nice. And it really fits the game itself. That's all the stuff I liked about Final Fantasy 15 without all the stuff I disliked about Final Fantasy 15.
This hardly counts as warm-up.
Great job! We've all done our part for Endfield.
Oh, I guess we'll just do all these closer ones first.
Got my eyes peeled.
Your end is nigh!
Please help, Mr. Dolly! Beautifully done!
Thank you. My fists were totally useless against those splatters.
How are things here?
The only thing,
I got all
if I'm comparing the games,
those splatters
that I liked about Final Fantasy 15 that this game doesn't have is riding the chocobos. So eventually, we need in-world Arknights related mounts, I think.
Hey, sword
and
girl,
then
you totally crushed those splatters.
Then this will have
And
everything.
Mountain Guardian. Let's have a spar
And
when you got the
specifically,
time.
they need to add the Confess 47, and then I'll be happy. If they add the Confess 47 as a mount,
between the residents and the landmakers.
this just becomes like the best game ever.
Nefereth would do things.
It's one of the few things I know about like later Arknights, and like that is one of the most badass designs I've ever seen in anything, and I need you to bring that to this game. You need to die. Don't target this dude, who's like empowering the other guys or whatever the heck he's doing.
Don't worry. You're safe now.
Oh, you're close. Are you from the city?
Like, who doesn't want a fully automated mobile confessional unit with AK-47s built into it?
From the city? You don't look like the others around here either. Are you new as well?
Don't be silly. Ting's been with us for years, since she left Wuling City. Ting, you made a really clever move. How'd you figure out to bring everyone here for shelter?
I learned about emergency survival tactics at the Tianshi Bureau.
That's our delicate beat. Never fails to impress.
Please, Chief. No more embarrassing nicknames. I'll take everyone back now.
Now, I'm also, like I think I said in a previous one, I'm not saying you need to make mounts right away either, right? Because throwing in mounts right away would just like ruin a lot of the exploration. Or, you know, you could also limit terrain, like maybe mounts just can't go up and down too steep or rough a terrain. That would also be fine. I'm just saying, you know, keep it on the memo. Keep it, pin it to the bulletin board. Add it eventually. Maybe, you know, you have to unlock something in each region to be able to use the mounts there. This is definitely where the sub-pack is going. I cannot imagine anywhere else in this region that the sub-pack would be. It is clearly squared off even on the minimap. This has to be the spot. Just like I'm pretty sure... no, they label on the map in Wuling, but there's this huge squared off area like, yeah, this is where the PA is going.
This hardly counts as warm-up.
Just as I predicted. Wasn't expecting anything less.
Victory goes without saying.
Gotta save all the people.
Next up is AAR, PCA, but let's cheer for our victory first. I knew we could do it.
Be consumed!
Big Bro, I'm here!
The food's safe, so yeah, I'm fine.
Didn't I tell you to lay up the thing hunting Lily?
Our food supplies are running low. I'm thin of the waves after all. Gotta do something for the fam. Plus, this water flows from our ancestral spring. I can't pretend it doesn't exist.
You're heard. Try not to talk so much. Leave this to us.
Big bro, think the Wuling City clowns are behind all this? Don't say that too soon. Everyone here's been ruined by those Wuling City fools, so I'm skeptical.
Stonefei, go with the younger dame and help look after the others.
Okay, big bro.
Good thing we moved fast. Everyone's safe in here. Honestly, when I took you in, I just wanted some free labor to help with stock and chores. Didn't expect you to rescue my fam, fix the bridge, and take those splatters. Gotta admit, you're really good.
No. We were just doing our part.
Anna's right. We all know what this world is like. Not many have shown us such kindness.
There's no such thing as free labor.
Such is the belief of Endfield. We shall never forsake anyone.
Like, if somebody takes you in, you should do chores. Right. But, like...
What exactly
Tong, you understand, if you take
do?
somebody in and they do chores for you, you have to feed them. Which means that's taking food from the stockade that's already suffering from a lack of supplies. So even if they're doing more work for you, that's still like 3 more mouths to feed.
Huh? This one here is Dark Mask, aka the Administrator, aka the boss of Endfield. From now on, Chingbo Stockade and Endfield are united. Their problems are my problems. So long I stare on my turf. I got them covered.
It's a little sad because we were somewhat dishonest with them.
I think we went a little overboard with the ads.
We're only somewhat dishonest, though. Because it seems like we would help literally anybody who's in trouble
Step by step.
Chief,
that isn't
Chief,
trying to just,
we
like,
found them.
kill everyone around them. So, like, that part's honest. If they need help, we would help them.
They're trapped at a small reef, hiding from the splatters.
But we definitely lied about why we're here.
These folks in trouble? We can help.
There they are! Take out the envoy first.
What are you trying to say? Open the sluice?
Looks like we need to get the bamboo rafts floating.
All that can probably shut their brains.
I really like the water puzzles in this area.
Trip to.
These were the things that I remember seeing from, especially with the pumps here, but I haven't really gotten into the pumps yet. These are the things I remember seeing from the pre-launch live stream that they did. And these were some of the stuff I was looking forward to the most. I hope as they expand Wuling and as they make more areas, that they do even more environmental puzzles. I think the environmental puzzles are really, really cool.
Dark Mask! Why didn't we have you at Stockade earlier?
You've been smiling a lot today.
Huh? Really?
Ever since things went downhill in the Stargate, you've been fronting us up.
That's so not true! I always...
You can't fool me. I'm your brother. Thank you for everything. I really appreciate it.
I'm glad we could help. To be honest, we have plenty of questions and doubts too.
Land breakers. Those freaks only started showing up recently. And we don't really know where they're hiding. They haven't made any major moves yet. Like they're waiting for something. And with their limited numbers, the land breaks don't pose a real threat for now. Whatever their plan is, Qingbo Stockade won't be scared off.
Oi! Dark Mask! Remember our deal from earlier? Well, you've probably seen those water relays, right? They ran the gate to the path going to Wing City. But Lily did be acting up one after another. We tried fixing them, but never got it done.
Please take us to the place. We'll have a look.
I don't, after we get here, I don't know, we're supposed to be
Hey, Dark Mask!
almost like a technopath in a way, right? Like, we're just
It
better
seems
with
to be
technology
powered
than
by the
anybody
water
else.
wheels next to it.
Especially because
Hold on,
apparently a
Perlica.
lot of the
Is this fluid
technology
chain-
we end up
Yes,
using is stuff
it's a
we
product from
designed in
Endfield.
the
We
past
have some
anyway.
trading partnerships with Wu Ling.
But like,
and it
when we
seems
got
the
up
people here
to
may
the
have
water wheel stuff,
borrowed the tank from them.
it, didn't seem like anything anybody normally wouldn't have been able to just solve. That's all I'm saying. Like, it's a problem that you could throw a rock at it, and it would probably be
I'll
solved.
take you to the first waterway to have a look. See? It's just over there.
Let's keep our containers filled. Because I feel like we're gonna need a lot of clean water at all times. In fact, I should probably go make some more Fermium bottles. I think we're gonna need those. I only have like the 20 Fermium bottles. I think that was handed to me, right? I don't have any more on me? No. I probably, if I were to teleport, I probably have like 50 or so of them in the other storage facility. Because I was constantly emptying my backpack. There's probably a ton of them there. Oh, new recipe? I also have never made any amethyst bottles, which is why I have not produced any butt capsules. I know I need to. I need to make at least 50 for, like, the current week's thing. What is it called? No, it's not this. Where do I find that? Or no, maybe it was the protocol. Yeah, protocol pass. In week 3, I need to have made 50 amethyst bottles. I haven't made one ever. So I should probably do that.
We've walked so far.
Did I pick any of these up yet? No, I have not. Let's see, what are things I don't mind dropping off here? Yeah, we drop all the flowers. What? Stop it. Hitting too many buttons. Show me where to go, butterflies. I want a treasure chest. Don't believe we can unlock this yet, right? I think it's too expensive. But at least we know where it is. Yeah. Yeah, we have nothing. We have nothing. I swear I at least had 200 by the time I talked to him on the other one. Maybe I just haven't been running around doing enough things. I'm trying to think, where did you get them other than producing? Maybe I did a couple side quests before I ran back and talked to that guy. I don't know.
This is the place.
I'm sure side quests
The structure on
must...
the side seems adjustable.
Oh, that's just a jump pad. Side quests must be giving you a tiny amount. Yeah, look how easy this is to solve. A hemorrhaged lemur could probably solve this puzzle. Tong, what is wrong with you?
What? You can actually do that? Impressive, Dark Mask. Got plenty of tricks up those sleeves of yours. See that? These two water relays are connected to the last stretch of the road. Go ahead and show us what you've got, Dark Mask.
If I'm gonna be generous, yeah, even Chen could solve that. If I'm gonna be generous, let's assume, let's use our imagination, that that's only simple because of a game mechanic purpose, and that it would actually be a lot more complicated to fix in world. Okay, I'm gonna try to suspend disbelief here, and this is just a game mechanic representation of something that's a lot more complicated to do. Similar to, like, the Tetris puzzles that we have to do, right? Clearly there's something complicated going on, but it needs to be simplified for game. But at the same time, this does look like something you could solve by hitting it with a stick.
Or, this is what about just gave up. Eric, will you give it a last Hey, Dirt Mask! This is lost of the water willis.
The people of Yen use these facilities to transport water and irrigate their fields.
That does sound like Chen's level of competency, though, right? Like, if the problem can be solved by hitting it with a stick, that's her go-to.
Ha! It's moving! Finally! You hear that? That gate is opening! I'll go ahead and check things out! Rendezvous with me over there!
Okay, I have not come across how you solve this yet, right? This looks like there's an invisible Orlin here. Scanning it doesn't... Oh! All you have to do is... I never tried scanning it. Okay. I accidentally thinking that that wasn't going to be the solution, figured out how to do it. Got it. Boom. Yeah, I did it before your thing came up. I could have been getting them the whole time on my other account, but I just didn't. I think there is a certain thing about problem solving, about talking out loud, right? And if you talk out loud, you can start deducing things, right? You can start removing things, talk about like what ideas are good or bad. And when I'm playing this by myself, I'm not often talking out loud. So I probably wouldn't have come to the conclusion that, you know, like, scanning it isn't going to do it, right? Ooh, grab this. I've been getting a lot of these, and I still can't use them yet. Okay, where's the other one? It's gotta be... I would assume within sight, right? There's... no way it would be too far. Is this it? There it is. I see it. I see it. Well, now I know. I can go back to all of the ones that I've seen, and I can just scan them.
A reward for the difficulties we face.
I will have forgotten where most of them are, but I can go and scan them now.
Know what? I kind of want to keep you peeps around. That one base can wait. Let's head back to the stockade. Anyway, Dark Mask, the third seat of the fam is now yours. Pick yourself for title. Juggernaut, Nutshade. You decide. Oh, right. Here, take this. My token for the lot of you.
I couldn't even begin to answer that question, Fizz. I don't even know where I would have gotten that data from to be able to. I'm sure you could find it somewhere, but I know absolutely nothing about YouTube trends in Nigeria or how well promotion does there.
Think I'm right? Is no point in that.
I could definitely find out if I wanted to, but
told me it's my name. So
it's not something I know.
Copy. Keep it safe with ya. Show that to me when we need help. It shall be done.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. So, Dark Mask, you go set real bees at Wuling City, or meet my stockade fam? You cut shots.
Oh, I like this one. This is a good answer. Chen was the one who started the lies. We're going to throw her under the bus. We're celebrating her birthday today, so we can't let it down. Can't let her down.
Ha! That's more like it. That's the energy we need to take on Wuling. Waiting gets us nowhere. Let's make it happen. Wuling shall remember today. Call up the muscle. Time for major hustle.
I'm a little disappointed that Perlica won't LARP with us. You know, she just won't play along a little bit.
This looks like stuff from Wuling.
Oh, because we are getting real close to town.
We're within radio range of Wuling. Let's just hope we can resolve this properly.
Come back here.
Stay alert, Endman. Something doesn't feel right here.
Oh, I remember this thing. I don't like this thing.
Look what we have here.
It's by far not the worst thing that I've fought, but I don't like it. I think... Oh, wrong button. I think we're just gonna blow everything we have on this guy, so we just do not have to deal with him as much as possible.
I shall bring it. Darkness.
Oh, it's a jump. Oh, I didn't know you could dodge that. I thought you had to jump. Okay. I think I like the dodge more. Oh my god, leave me alone. What did I do to you? Other than take off 3/4 of your health. Yeah, I guess I did do something. I'm out of range. I can't stop that. I need to stay closer. I'm a melee character. I should probably be staying directly on the character. Stop it! I cannot figure out... That's why I hate this character, this enemy. It's not that it's hard, I just can't figure out the freaking timing on its little tentacle thrash thing. And I take up way more damage than I should.
Thanks to the big bad. It got us joining forces with the Supreme Chief.
Really? Well, I suppose it has fulfilled its karmic duties.
Listen, when we unlock Yvonne in a couple banners, we're just sitting back and we're shooting things. That's how we're playing the game from then on.
Okay, but here it looks like a wall to me.
We'll switch when we have to, but we'll let Last Right stand in front and do all the damage. That's how it's going to end up being in the future.
Pieces? Oh, hold on. Watch me.
Everything's in place, Captain. Why leave the old junk here? Even a thief wouldn't.
Oh, there we go. I love this scene. This scene is great.
Pirates, that's why. But they are behaving. Haven't made a scene in a while. They must be scared of us. Bet they'll never be back.
Hail Scrap, Bree Scouts, and Dark Mask! Get them!
Immediately starts looting.
Turning yourself in. Huh? She's mine. You two, not the rest.
Man!
Idiots. You never learn. Do you?
I really like this character.
Gotta smell quicker. Oh, Mimi, you suck. Commander Chief, peeps, Peter Man. Prepare to suffer, pestilence.
I like with that one, it's like entering like immersive mission or whatever. We didn't even have the option, right?
Yes, ma'am.
It just went into the scene.
Can
What's the point of even giving me that message?
Unnecessary. I know your situation. You got mixed up with Tauntaun and her pirates. Must have been a harrowing experience.
What?
I think in general, so far,
The name's Mifu.
the Lung have all had the best designs out of all the characters.
I assume the two of you are also Enfielders since you're with
Just
Chen.
personal opinion.
Now, which would be
Every
our
character I've come
administrator?
across, the Lung just have the better designs. I do think part of that is by default.
Then,
They don't
you
have
must
to
be
deal with the
Supervisor
double ear
Pulitzer.
problem.
We suddenly lost contact with the drop pod. What exactly
They have their
happened?
horns instead.
There was an
But
accident during landing.
also their outfits. They're
We
all
went off
given
course
like
and
really good
landed at a
outfits.
rather remote location. As you can see, our journey here was rather tumultuous. We have information about the Bone Crushers. Viceroy Zhuang must know immediately.
Understood. Wait for me. I will report your situation to my superior.
So, Mifu, what should we do about Tauntaun?
Like maybe I'll meet somebody whose design I like more,
We
but
will
so
throw
far,
that rat into
Mifu is
slammer
probably
Just you wait.
probably my favorite design during this launch version. I don't know if I've seen somebody with a better one. But hey, we're in Wuling, right? I'm sure we'll probably meet more Lungs. There might be one that I like more later in this story,
And
for
from
all I
what
know.
recall, Ardashir seems to exercise authority over Nefereth. Regardless, Wuling City is within reach. We must prepare our countermeasures quickly.
Everyone knows about their feud. But I don't really know how this all started. The fight always breaks out when they see each other, and it's never just an ordinary fight. They're really trying to scratch each other's eyes out. Mifu is always trying to chase Tauntaun down. But I think they're just like Wuling City versus Jingbo Stockade. No one's really trying to get rid of each other.
I'm happy for you if you end up doing that.
Everyone knows about their feud. But I don't really know how this all
Oh,
started.
darn it.
The fight always breaks out when they see...
I'm done. I accidentally clicked the same thing again. I'm not listening to that.
Damn it. That freaking kitty.
Captain Mifu, is there something wrong?
The explosion shook and displaced the defense works. The gate can no longer be opened from inside.
Could we bring it down by force?
These subterranean structures date back from a decade ago. Defense works back then were more brutalist and primal. They were designed to be indestructible. I like it though.
Perlica, the design
I don't know why
looks
you need to
pretty
limit
similar
yourself
the
to what is
stuff we
cheaper in
have on
live
Dijon.
action when you're making a video game. That's not why they do it. That's not why dragons become humans or dragons are human-like at all. I'm sure in the past there were probably some live action
Yes.
stuff where they made the
It's
decision
something
because of that,
jointly
but that's not
produced
why.
by HAS and Endfield many years ago.
Very
Our
often
partnership goes way
in
back.
Chinese myths,
Probably much longer than the
dragons
history
would
of
have
Wuling
human
City.
forms. Not just dragons, a lot of things do. You see that all across basically
If
all of
Mr.
the
Andre
Asian
were
cultures
here,
that stem
might have
from
additional
ancient
details for
mainland
us.
China, right?
Anyway,
Which
the
is actually
overall
almost
design
the
approach
opposite
is
of what
similar.
happens in a lot
We just
of
need to get the bearings
European
into a continuous
stories about
rotation
dragons,
to
especially
open the
northern
gate.
Scandinavian European stories,
Continuous rotation.
where often a human would just permanently become a dragon and just be like, it's part of like
Follow
a
me.
corruptive factor, where like that's just what they are now, and they need to be put down because dragons have different desires than people do and are just a bane to everyone else. You kind of see this in the story of like Fafnir.
A jet drone. Jia type?
You even know the model. So, can we use this?
An obsolete model. This particular unit has been retired for quite a while.
I say we give it a try to find out.
But it's actually like a long-stem cultural thing for dragons to become human-like, or have a form that is like human.
Whoa, it really worked.
The drone is actually a specialized arts unit. A caster can use it to convert liquids into an energy beam. I believe the Endman's Originium arts can further boost its performance.
It won't work without water. We might have some in the Watchguard's bottles. Get some from them.
Captain told us you need water to get the gate open? I got some. Here, take as much as you need. Don't spill it. Everyone's counting on you.
Oh, that's more than enough. Thanks, Emil.
Oh yeah, we got the drone now.
Endman, aim at that location.
You also have to consider the human bias of the fact that since we're writing our stories, we have a bias to our own form.
Same approach.
I don't mean
Let's do
everyone
this
equally.
again.
I'm talking about humanity as a species throughout the entirety of our history. And our bias is that even things that are higher order than us would have a form similar to us. It is the form of sophistication,
We will send the
form of
Weak,
intelligence,
and
and the form of
Sick back to the
communication.
stockade. As for the
From
rest,
the
we will keep them
perspective
in a slumber for
of
5
ancient
days.
humans and even modern humans.
Can't afford to give out too many free meals.
It's not a very
What
uncommon
about
thing
Tom-Tom?
to for people to be separate
I've
from
got some
animals
house
in our
special
stories,
for that breath.
even though we are just animals ourselves.
Just 2 days without spanking her, and that feline brat's already acting up, rubbing her shite over the place.
Yeah, here
Do I
goes
need
the
that?
piece, I guess.
Can I reach that from here? Yes, yes I can. Gimme. The other one was visible out here? Yes, yes it was.
I never thought someone could revive a drum from a pile of scrap, and have it in such good shape. You really opened my eyes. Anyway, head out here, and you will see Wuling City.
Great. I guess this settles our business here. We can finally go and meet Viceroy Zhuang.
I think one of the things
Got a
that really
point
gets
for
me
you.
about her design too.
My superior doesn't like people calling
I've
her
always
Viceroy.
liked it
She prefers the title of Tianshi
when like
instead.
female characters will have
She's waiting for you
their
at the
bangs so
office.
long, but
Chen knows how to get there.
one side swept
What
and the
about
other
you,
just
Ethan?
covers one of their eyes.
Well, I still have an arrest to make. Go
Great
with
design
peace.
choice.
You should be able to handle the rest of the journey.
It's a certain level of like allure to only seeing one of the eyes. Also, really helps with her rivalry against Tung Tung, right? Because she has one of her eyes covered by her hair, and Tung Tung has one of her eyes covered by an eye patch, and it's the opposite eye. Really places the characters against each other in that way. So their designs are also mirroring each other. Good design choices. That's a very easy problem to solve. I don't know if I want to be wasting my time solving this, but I've done it before. We need to let all the water out of here. So that we can get the chest that's in there, but then we want to make sure that we get that one first so that we can flood all of that water into here. If we don't, we end up having to reflood the water backwards and wasting a lot of time. Guys, what are you still doing down there? Leave! You're gonna drown! Well, they're goners. They just aren't bright enough. And if you're just gonna stand at the bottom of a pool like that, maybe you deserve to drown. Get your Darwin Award. It was nice knowing all of you. Are they still down there? Whatever. If I go far enough, they'll probably just like, there they go.
I remember that you kind of like these. These resources are really important. Let's try to gather more. Keen sights.
I forgot. Oh, back at the stockade, if you pet the cows, they poop for you. And you can collect their poop, which I think you need for probably farming or something. I don't know. Fertilizer. But if you pet them, they will poop for you. It's funny. Maybe we should go back and do that. Willing! With their huge dragon.
Alrighty, we're almost at Ruling City.
That's a great, like, artistic piece to see from like a mile away. Could you imagine if you had a city that big and just a huge dragon that you could see for miles? I also like the Wuling's got their own kind of Great Wall of China going on. You can also just see going in both directions for miles. You can see it go in the other direction when you're in the city. I think it runs into the mountain, but I believe it goes over. Great view.
We'll reach Ruling City once we cross this river.
Nervous?
A little. It's been a long time
Wuling,
since
greater than Xinjiao. Yeah, I'd have to say aesthetically I like it. Because especially the Luofu, which is the only Xinjiao ship we've seen in Star Rail. And I'm assuming they all are roughly the same, just with different localized floating areas. It's kind of like if the Fifth Element was more Chinese. Which is cool. I like it. It's a great aesthetic. This is much cooler. Especially, again, I love exploring the rooftops in the Wuling City.
Get on the raft.
I think the rooftops are great.
I still remember my first time coming to Wuling, riding that bamboo raft. I was so excited. Then a watch guard waved from the bank. Thought he was saying, hi. Only later did I realize he was signaling me to keep a safe distance from other rafts. Weird. It's so quiet today. Where are the other rafts?
Hello? How the hell does this work? Yo, Dark Mask! It's me! The mad woman saw me hard, so I cut it real quick. Things in Wuling City have been acting up lately. Splatters, the black crab, it's safe frosted, alright? If trouble pops up.
She got cut off. Maybe Mifu.
I've always liked that phrase,
Don't
stay
know
frosty.
how I feel about this. Something's drifting over. Is that a container? This close to Wuling City? Shouldn't be.
I like the frequent rain too.
Stay on guard, everyone.
Because this is like pretty much how the marshlands in China, like especially South China, the areas near
Attention, raft!
like
Get to
Beijing
shore
and stuff
now!
are like this
Evacuate
too.
into the city!
Like this is very accurate. You would just get random rain all the time throughout the day.
Hey,
I like
what's
it.
going on?
I like it a
Need
lot.
a hand?
A hand? What I need is for you to scram. Those Angeloid can hit again any minute.
See, there's a problem
my
with Star Rail's Shenzhou fleet.
If you
Where's
really
the rain?
wanna
You know,
help,
because it's a
then
completely
drag his
controlled
ass into
environment.
the
If they
city.
wanted rain, they'd have to make it
The
themselves.
alarm's going
You never
off
get
again.
rain. I love rain.
Hurry!
Keep moving! The Tianchi pillar array ahead can hold off the Blight and the Angeloid. We'll be safe inside.
Like, I know places where it rains every day, flooding can always be an issue, but listen, I would love to live in a place where it rains basically every day.
Angeloid! We'll hold them off. No but. Just keep everyone else safe.
Look at that. Oh, I also forgot how low I left her health before coming here. Okay, let's get some healing. Yes. I'm gonna eat those sheep. Yeah, not to mention the diseases that come from it. You know what? It's something I would put up with. I'd take the risk. I'm fine. I like the rain that much.
Nice moves.
There's more coming. I'm gonna let them kind of leave that wall for a little bit first, and then we're gonna not too far from any target. Okay.
We are getting
Why's the alarm still going?
The depth readings haven't stabilized. There might be more trouble coming.
We got this. Go. Get inside this.
I mean, to be fair, that is the region of the world that most diseases come
Stay safe
from.
out here.
Or at least most unique diseases. Look, they've got like their own little local god. It's also nice to know that I don't know how the power scaling gets in Arknights. I assume because most things are militarized that indefinitely most things can be solved with guns. But at least where we are right now, that all problems could be solved with lightning. It's very realistic. You know, lightning would solve most problems.
She's Zhuang Fengyi.
Or I say realistic. Being able to call lightning like that's not realistic at all.
Leif,
It's very,
barely
I guess,
anyone in
grounded
the
that
entire
lightning can
AGS
still
can
solve
match her.
most problems.
Truly
You know,
exceptional.
it's not
I've
very
reviewed
high
her basic
fantasy
information in
or high
SOW.
sci-fi.
but I did not realize her Originium
Which
arts
high
could be
sci-fi is
so
literally just science fantasy. It's not even
remarkable.
sci-fi anymore.
Wait, if the array's working and watchguards are out, why would Qianshu Zhuang step in herself?
Perhaps things in Wuling are not as stable as they appear.
Identity confirmed. 3 guests from Enfield. Data sync complete.
It's the receptionist bot! Aw, I've missed you.
Welcome back to Wuling, Miss Chen Xianyu. Welcome, Supervisor Perlica. And welcome, Administrator. Tianxi Zhuang has been informed of your arrival. Please follow me. She will meet with you formally at the main pillar.
The Qianshu pillars are really tall. Think we'd see a den stack or something from up there? You know, I once climbed one of these in the dead of night. You could even see the lights of King Bostocade in the far distance.
Attention! New Wuling regulation.
Oh, well. I just went at your pace. You cut yourself off. Yeah, but the second that we get up these stairs after we see this scene, we have caught up to where I am. I have not seen anything after this. Because I got distracted and started exploring the entire city. And then the outskirts around the city. And I have not continued the story.
Never thought I'd be back in Wuling City again.
If you're still unsettled, a distraction might help.
Distraction?
Distraction?
Do I have to?
Give it a try. It's better than arriving tense and downcast before Tianxi Zhuang.
All right, here I go. Wuling, I'm back!
I like how she just like mortifies this little kid.
Thank you, Chen. I was a bit nervous myself earlier, but now I feel completely at peace.
Wuling's just as bustling as ever. And now there's even...
It's also nice to see that Perlica's not
That's a ginormous
just completely a working stiff, like she does have her own
cute.
almost very dry sense of humor.
Guess I'll add procuring a chubby long to our cooperation plan with Tianxi Zhuang.
Distinguished guests, kindly follow me through Fangxing Avenue. The main pillar is just ahead.
Yeah, we gotta go to the pillar. That's what I haven't gone to yet.
Unable to process your request. Feature not found.
It's okay, Yenman. There will be vehicles in the city. Phew. I feel so relaxed now that we're inside the city.
Hey, my saviors! My noble saviors! Nonsense! This was life-saving kindness. My name's Hu Yuan, and I run a small business. I was a bit shaken up earlier. Sorry about that. Anytime you need help, just come find me. I'll save all the good stuff for you.
Okay. Well, I don't have anything yet of your local currency, so you'll have to wait. Optional, talk to people in the city.
For a limited time, come give them a try. Mom, the gummies are so sweet and fizzy.
See, this was the thing that kept distracting me, is that there's just goodies everywhere on the floor.
Or to attract prey.
And once you get far enough to see one, then you'll see another one in the distance, and this is really, really bad. It's like that Family Guy bit with James Woods, and he's like, gets lured into the box. Piece of candy.
Oh, I should
There's
also
candy
climb
lying
steps,
everywhere on the
fix
ground.
up my gear and check my bag.
Are back for a limited time. Come give them a try. Mom, the gummies are so healthy and shiny and ask me anything.
Right, and there's like things to view.
Uncle Pan's Eatery! It's so packed! I still can't handle the spiciness.
There's another one. Maybe we should limit ourselves to only picking up the ones that are along this main road. If I want to make... Oh, there's one over there too. Any amount of progress.
Just to try again next year. Try Wooling's trendy bamboo dew milk tea. Half off your second cup. 1 for solitary joy, 2 to unlock happiness.
Too bad there's 3 of us.
Ensman, let's come back later.
Oh, there's another one right here. It's in reach. And then there's another one right there. We need to go up. Jump onto that.
Darling, a thing that's just as unreliable as my memories.
Still following you, buddy. You just gotta, pick these things up. So it's because we're really close. We still haven't gotten the level 45 chest yet.
Is that really you?
Since when did you come free back? Weapon, because we haven't hit level 45 yet. Should I have talked to that person? Probably. That's one of the optional ones, right?
Aw, Xiaowu! We actually just got to Wuling.
Chen, could you please introduce this Tianchi to us?
Oh, are you Chen's friends? Please, just call me Xiaowu, like she does. Back just in time. Let's go to the Bureau of Sword Monsters. We should test the new batch of swords together.
Would love to! Wait, no. We've got to meet Qianshu Zhuang first. Work stuff.
Fang Yi stealing my people again. Whatever, fine. Don't forget to swing by later. I've got some real goodies to show you.
Beautiful city.
Phew! We're almost there. The main pillar's right
You get
up
just
ahead.
distracted just looking around. Not even try to pick up chests or goodies. Just sightseeing. Like, look at that thing. I guess this is where we're going. Yeah, so that's where I stopped, was that last teleport.
Distinguished guests.
I went and
we've
got
arrived
that
at the
and then
main pillar.
split. Just gone.
This concludes our journey. I hope you enjoyed
So I have
your
not
time
even
in
seen this
Wuling.
scene with
Me
Mifu.
too. Did you get everything settled?
Yeah. I heard you guys even pitching
I'm
outside
functionally
the city.
blind from this point
Thanks
forward.
for that. We usually avoid letting guests deal with trouble, but never mind. Those burgaloids got a taste of the administrator's power. It's a good thing. Alright, come with me. I will take you to meet the boss. Put your hand out. It's the key to the boss office. Meet her at the top. I'll wait out here.
Tianshu Xuan's office. The very heart of the main pillar. I'm getting a little excited. Not just anyone gets to waltz in here. I got lucky riding the Endman's coattails.
Endman, this also serves as Endfield's formal meeting with Wu Ling. Don't keep her waiting.
Oh, man, maybe I should feel bad then.
An absolute genius.
On my
She
other
took
account, I've
command
been
in
keeping
crisis
her
and gave
waiting.
everything right till the end. However, you'll understand once you meet her.
Can I help you?
Yeah, the game told me to talk to you.
Mifu, did you catch Tung Tung?
I got caught up by something urgent midway, so I had to let her off the hook. You'd better keep your distance from Tung Tung. She's full of nasty tricks.
Looks like Tung Tung got away.
Are you nervous? Don't worry. She won't bite. Go. Then hurry along. My boss will probably be quite pleased to see you.
Just a teleport in the middle of this place. What is this? Yes!
An experienced hunter can read the wind.
Sure, we'll move that. It really doesn't matter if some of this is over here because we've got way too much at the other one anyway. In fact, it might be convenient to have some of that here in case we ever need to craft. But that does mean we finally get our casket, our weapon supply. Which I'm trying to figure out, which one do we want? Which one do we want? Jet would be good for Afiwena, who we're probably going to continue building her A-team, you know, and we don't have any Jet on this account. But I don't know if these other ones are good for anyone that I plan on using. Like, I don't think I need to pick up a gun necessarily for Yvonne, because we got so lucky on getting Levitane's sword in one pull, like a 110 pull, that we have more than enough armory stuff to get hers anyway. So like I don't have to worry about picking up a weapon for her ahead of time. But I don't know if like anybody else on my team would benefit from any of these over the other ones. I guess I could check. I don't have to get this right now. Let me look.
Looking for...
Ekumi.
Let's look at people's recommended weapons. Where's this one? Oh, the wedge would be good for him. Okay, I'll consider that. I think... Actually, Thermite Cutter, it turns out, is good for you. I don't know why I did not give that to you before. In fact, that's probably better than what I have on her.
A new weapon. Definitely feels unique. All right.
Which, because of that, means I don't have to get her anything better. Yeah. Do I want to get an edge for him? Do I have enough to... I don't have enough to upgrade you. No, that's at the other place. Who else has better weapons? What do you want? Yours isn't an option. How about you? No, neither of them are. Okay, you know, I guess we'll just get a wedge.
Tactics and strategies.
We're probably going to use Wolfgard for this team a lot for a long time. We'll get him the wedge.
I hate fool.
Get a new assignment.
I'm not going to switch it to him yet, I don't think.
Very well balanced. Grazie.
I don't think it'll be stronger if I can't get it to the same level. Maybe I'll upgrade that later. Yeah, that's like a big difference. Oh, let's him crit. Oh, okay. I see why that's better. Like, on first glance, you would think this is better because all the heat damage stuff. But the arch damage scaling on this, the way it stacks, is just way, way better. Okay. Yeah, I'll level that later. That's going to be his new gun. But also, I think this might be about where we call it. I'll do, I think we have standard pulls. Yeah, we've got 3. We'll do these 3 standard pulls, and then we'll cut out of here, because it's getting late, and I got other things to do. Oh, nothing.
And
I expect nothing, by the way. We just have them, so we'll use them.
Captain Akikuri of Upper...
Yeah, absolutely nothing. Because by this point, we've pulled enough that I think basically every single one of our 4-star characters are completely maxed out. But that's fine. That's where we want them to be. I don't think we have anything else. Get rid of these red or orange markers, I guess. I hate the dots. But yeah, I made a lot of progress. Realistically speaking, I'm probably still gonna end up getting farther on stream than I am on my personal account, because even when I do get to play, I probably will still be wandering around exploring things. That's just probably how it's gonna go, so... I think the rest of the patch playthrough is gonna be a blind one. Maybe. Depends how things go. I doubt I'm gonna progress over the weekend. Like, at all. I've got too much stuff to do on the weekend. Yeah, I don't feel like doing that. Okay. Thank you all for watching. I will see you later.